And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Tigers!
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
You like that? You like that?
F it. Jamar's down there somewhere.
The New Orleans Saints select Marcus Davenport.
No!
Splash Brothers. Yeah.
It's playoff. Keep going, Brace.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
What is up, guys? Dirty Boots Sports, and we are back with episode number 113. This one will be heavily Masters and the NBA playoffs. Yesterday was Sunday, Easter Sunday, and what a great day for sports.
What a day.
It was awesome. Very awesome. I mean, you got to wake up at, what time, 7:30?
7:30.
For the Masters, and you had that ending win.
It ended
About
at
6?
Yeah, about 6 o'clock.
About 6.
Yeah,
Once all the jacket
yes,
and all
the
that.
jacket
Yeah.
and the interview, which I love that part. But yeah.
Yeah.
The one Sunday we have like an early Sunday morning church.
Yes.
Like
yes.
usually I'd had about 2 or 3 hours to watch it before I
Yeah.
could go, but had to leave early on this Sunday morning. But
and the Sunday where the NBA plans all the games to end at this certain time. It's like almost simultaneously with the Masters.
Yeah. That's right.
I mean, you had fourth quarters that were very pivotal to the NBA standings, while the back nine of the Masters.
Back nine of Augusta was happening. That's right.
It was crazy.
Yes.
And then we got to watch the Braves get killed on ESPN after. So what an end of the day.
All of a sudden, OBJ signs with the Ravens.
Yes, middle of nowhere.
Just what a random signing there at the time.
It almost got overlooked because it happened at such a weird time.
That's right. That's correct.
Yeah, OBJ signs, and then John Rahm.
Yeah.
Winner.
Right. Yeah. As Zach Ertz is texting John Rahm.
Yeah.
Like, we got NFL and golf going here all together.
Yeah. OBJ must have had money on Koepka.
That's right.
That's what it was. He said, "Screw you, Rahm."
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, we're going to get into this pretty soon, but before that, I'll do an ad read. Let's hit up Matt.
Yeah.
We've got Automotive Detailing Solutions. They are not the usual car wash. ADS provides intricate detailing to groom your vehicle inside and out, focusing on quality over quantity. From carpet and seat extractions to paint polishing, ADS strives to be Jackson Parish's premier automotive detailer. Contact Matthew Smith at 318-475-9492. Add us on Facebook, or just ask the guys from Dirty Boots Sports about their ADS experiences.
Like it.
All right. Get your car cleaned.
It's
after this rainy weather.
I think after this rainy, I hope we're in the clear now. Good weather coming.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, perfect time to get your
Can't
car
be
cleaned.
worse.
No, gosh, no.
It was a terrible weekend of weather.
Yes. Ask the players at Augusta.
If only it wasn't that in Augusta.
Yes.
Perfect for us.
Perfect for us. I could care less if it was raining here. If it was only not raining in Augusta. Yeah.
But, start off with Augusta. How was the tournament?
I thought the tournament was great. I thought that we kind of got what we wanted. You wanted one of the top guys in the world in John Rahm.
Yeah.
Battling, quote-unquote, one of the top live guys. You kind of got that battle.
I mean, you had a final round Sunday with one of each.
One of each, right. And I felt like the announcers did a good job by not really bringing it up a lot. Just, not taking over that because I thought it was coming. You could see the fans, though, when they made the turn.
Yeah.
It was more Rahm cheers than for Koepka, for sure. It just kept growing. And even Rahm even mentioned that, too, in his interview. I hate the weather, though, did Saturday's deal, because I felt like it just kind of it didn't give those guys that were kind of knocking on the door that were 5-6 shots back. But sometimes on the Saturdays you can make that charge to get in it. I felt like it held those guys back.
Made it more of a two-man race.
It made it more of a two-man race because of that. Yeah, they had decent weather Sunday to make that charge, but it was like 45 degrees.
Yeah.
Like the ball wasn't flying near as far. I mean, I could tell with the clubs they were hitting at certain yardages, it wasn't flying. Because Saturday was absolutely miserable. Like I text a couple of my buddies,
and that was like the one good weather day here.
Yes, it was. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, and I was like, guys, like they can't get to hole 18 in 2. They're taking head covers off to try to get there, and they're coming up short.
Yeah.
Like call it. Like I don't want to see that. But it sucked for Rom, but because he got the bad end of the draw on the weather. But he obviously came through and won it because Koepka was sitting at the house watching that Saturday, playing in that, finishing their second round Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Man, there was some guys that exceeded expectations and some guys that were disappointing. Rory McIlroy was disappointing.
What about that?
I think I think it's in his head. I don't know if he'll ever win there. I mean, because you can't call it for his game being bad. He's been playing well for the last 2 months.
Yeah, man. He was the second favorite for a reason.
Yes, I mean he just got third in the match play tournament in Austin 2 weeks ago. Like his game was really good.
Yeah,
and he gets there and it's just like
was he world number 1 or was that Scotty?
No, it's Scheffler, Rahm, and then Rory. But I mean his driver was well leading up to this tournament. He just there's a mental block, and I'm almost wondering though if this is not maybe the good thing for him going into next year, because maybe the expectations won't be so high.
Oh yeah,
the part that sucks though is everybody knows that's his last major he needs to complete the career Grand Slam.
Yeah,
so the pressure just keeps going.
It's going to be there regardless.
Yeah, which I don't know. He withdrew from this week's tournament.
Oh, really?
No reason why. Just withdrew from the Heritage. So I don't know if he's injured,
mental break,
or if it's just a mental break, and I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
But he also, I mean, I know he's on live, but shout out to Phil Mickelson, man.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
That was phenomenal.
I mean, he started putting pressure on Rahm and Koepka towards the end.
Absolutely did. And let me tell you, he's been playing horrible golf for the last year.
I mean, we talked about him in the preview episode, I believe.
Yes.
Like you were like, yeah, nah.
No.
He said he wouldn't make a cut.
No, he's been playing terrible. He hasn't got a top 25 finish in live all last year. There's only 54 guys in the field every year. Like, I mean, he can't even beat half the field every week. Like, he's been playing that bad. But sometimes, man, a course like that, and that course is definitely for Phil, it just brings it out your good game. And I mean, Patrick Reed, I mean, he plays well there every
Hadn't heard
year.
about him in forever.
No, you haven't, because he has been playing good golf.
Yeah.
Jordan Spieth, who's been playing good, but something about that place just brings it out of Jordan Spieth. He just plays well there. Because that's been some of the talk the little that I've got to listen to today on the radio, on the Golf Channel and stuff, is did the live guys answer the questions about them not playing as many competitive rounds, being competitive in this tournament, different things like that. And I don't think you can say that to this tournament because they play the same course every year.
Yeah.
And a lot of these guys play this course well. The next few majors, if those guys are still competing well in that, maybe there is something to play in less competition. I think that's what hurt Koepka.
Mm-hmm.
I think not playing enough competition hurt him on Sunday. Not playing in enough big tournaments with a lot of meaning to him.
Yeah.
And he kind of mentioned that in a way, because he signed up for a few more tournaments these last month or two that he wasn't intending on playing, but he's like, I got to get more reps in before Masters comes. And I felt like I saw that a little in him. Like he just, because, he won last week. It wasn't that on a great golf course that he won it on, 1. 2, I mean, look who was knocking on the door with him. Like, I mean, it didn't have any big names that he was fighting off. So I want to see these next couple of majors what's going to happen to these guys. Now, you're going to see you had 18 live guys in the Masters this year. I bet you maybe have 8, 9 of those next year.
Really?
Because those guys are going to start losing world record points. And they're not playing any other tournaments to get them into the Masters unless they play well in these next couple of majors. That's the only way they're getting in, unless you're a defending champion.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be interesting to see, like your Taylor Gooches of your world, your Bryson DeChambeaus of your world, Harold Varners of the world, those type guys that were in the Masters this week probably won't qualify next year. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
Now, with Koepka, did he play any of round 3 Sunday?
Yes.
He did? How
He
many
played,
how many holes? Back 9?
No, he played. They got 6 holes in. They were on the 7th. They were on the 7th green when they blew the horn.
So he played 12 of round 3 on Sunday?
No, he played holes 1 through 7.
Oh, okay.
And then they blew the horn. He didn't play. That's only 7. He only played 7 holes all day on Saturday. Now Rahm finished off his back 9 from Fridays on Saturday morning.
Oh yeah.
And then play because Koepka finished. He played in the morning on Friday. He was done early.
Yeah. Okay. So round 3 though, going into that Sunday, whenever it got cut off Saturday night, right? Bad weather.
Yes.
So how many holes did Koepka and Rahm play Sunday morning of round 3?
They played 12 holes.
12 each.
Yeah, they played 30 holes Sunday.
You see, that's what I was wondering. How does that affect them?
It does affect you.
I mean, because 30 holes is a lot more than 18.
It's a lot more. Yeah, that's right. It's correct. And it's at Augusta.
Yeah.
I mean, I sent that text in the group message like they got to play hole 12 twice today.
And you don't play. It's not like you're playing just. You're going to your local golf course in Jackson Parish, and you're playing two 18s.
It's just shooting the bull. Yeah,
you're playing 12, and then you rest for 7 hours.
Yeah,
and then you go and play another 18 that decides a lot of your career.
They played those 12 holes, went and got a quick bite. They're warming up again for the final round of Augusta.
After probably waking up at 4 a.m. to warm up.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I think Koepka said he got up at 5 or 5:30 or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, because they go work out. It's a little different regimen than your old typical amateur going out there playing. But yeah, I mean, and they're playing in that 45-degree weather. They're cold. I mean, it's wet. That plays a big factor in it.
So from the back 9 of round 3 and all of round 4, Koepka had 8 bogeys and 3 birdies.
Yeah,
I mean that's
and had
big.
those 3 2 of those birdies.
3 of the birdies they were in the back 9.
Yeah, on Sunday because he didn't birdie that. Well, him and Rahm didn't have one birdie on the back 9.
Yeah.
Sunday morning, and then they both birdied hole 8 on Sunday, their final round.
Yeah,
and then Koepka didn't have another birdie till hole 15. Am I correct?
13. He went on 12 through 17. He went bogey, birdie, bogey, birdie, bogey.
Okay, that's right. Yeah.
He never went for par. While Rahm on that back 9 was 2 birdies, no bogey.
Steady. Yeah, it's steady, man. Kept it in play.
Could some of the – and wasn't Koepka facing – he had some type of back injury or something coming in?
Knee injury.
Knee injury?
But he's good there. Health-wise is good.
But did playing 30 holes of golf high level that Sunday –
It affected a little because those hills – I mean, you're walking mountains. Man.
Yeah.
Like the TV doesn't do that golf course justice at all.
Yeah.
You get wore out just a spectator walking that golf course. Koepka's driver was got in his head. And I didn't. Shame on me. I should have called it Sunday morning early because he was hitting some bad shots Sunday morning, and then when he hit that opening tee shot on the 4th round Sunday afternoon, I was like, okay, there's an issue here.
Yeah,
you don't miss one that left. These guys,
he had a lot of bad tee shots.
Yeah, these guys don't miss them that left. And he got lucky because he hit it over the 9 fairway and was able to play over the trees back onto the green, but. You start.
That was a great shot.
Oh, it was a great shot. You start missing it like that, it starts getting in your head, and he started blocking some out because of that. John Rahm was just steady. John Rahm's that Derrick Henry or Jerome Bettis. You just give him that little sand hole, and he just lowers his shoulder.
He's gonna get 4 yards.
Yeah, he's gonna get it. And Rahm's just steady. Yeah. Just big guy.
Sometimes that's what you need.
Yeah, that's it.
Especially
with
the bad conditions like that, the weather.
He was wearing Koepka out. He hit fairway after fairway after fairway. He wasn't hitting great shots in the greens, but he was hitting 20, 25 footers where he had a chance to make the birdie putt.
Playing conservative.
Yeah, absolutely. He was playing smart, and that's what's changed Ron's career. 4 or 5 years ago, after Ron 4-putted hole 1 on Thursday, Rahm's done. He's not contending for that tournament.
Yeah.
But that's where it's changed, man. His mental game has changed because he's never had a weakness from tee to the green. He can do it all. He's one of the best. But it was the mental, and he has that hot head because he's a Spaniard. I mean, none Spain guys all are like that.
Yeah.
But he's able to kind of keep it calm now, and it's very scary. And I told Dad, when me and Dad were watching it yesterday, I said, he'll win one more major for this year's over with. I think he'll win 2 this year.
He looked great
because he's not to be only the type of player that wins the Masters and disappears for the next 8 months.
Oh no,
he's going to be ready to go. I mean, this is not just I'm happy. I mean, the dude was happy, but he didn't even cry.
Yeah,
like it's like he knew I'm supposed to win this.
Uh-huh.
Like this is supposed to be happen. So yeah, I'm.
And yeah, I mean, he was in it from the start too.
Yes,
even
right.
with the bad hole one.
Even with the I want to say he was 1 under after like hole 5 or 6 after the double on hole 1.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I slept through probably his first 9 holes or something on that first day, and I woke up and I didn't even look at like the hole by hole, but I saw he was like 2 or 3 under. I'm like, all right, I'm doing good because I had that bet out there for him to win.
Where it's at,
yeah. So I felt good about that from the start, and he was always in it the entire time.
Yeah,
I liked seeing that.
He was. And a lot of times you see that at Augusta. Like usually the Charles Schwartzel back in 2011 when he won it, he made 4 straight birdies and he was like in the 4th to last group. You don't usually see that.
Yeah.
I want to say I think they said 9 out of the 10 winners have been out of the final group. Really? In Augusta on Sundays. So, I mean, that's usually – and most of the time those guys are Thursday or Friday are at the top of the leaderboard, and they stay there. It's usually you don't see a big change in that. The course was in phenomenal shape. I love the change they made on hole 13, adding the extra distance. Makes it really – it makes you think about it more, where before they were just going for it because it was like a 7-8 iron into the green. Now with that 3-4 iron ball above your feet, it's iffy now, and I love that. That makes it more exciting for us to watch for sure.
Yeah.
Augusta knows how to make just the right tweaks, but not too much.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I wish they would do is I wish they'd move number 15 tee up some. I think it's a little too far now. Not many guys go far as much as they used to on 15. That hole used to be, in my opinion, the turning point of Augusta on Sunday afternoon because there would be some eagles there that could really make the things change. Now they're having those hitting 3 woods and 5 woods in that green. It's not real big enough to hit that club into it. So that, to me, takes a little excitement out of it. But, man, it was just a great tournament. A lot of the names up there that you wanted.
Yeah.
And it just –
the casual golfer knew a lot of guys from Sunday.
Yes, that's just exactly right.
Yeah.
And shout out to Sam Bennett, the amateur.
Yeah, I was going to mention that.
Phenomenal,
really cool story.
Man. Really cool story, man. It just seemed to.
And he, talking about tears, he was going off the green crying.
Absolutely was. It's like it hit him all of a sudden.
Yeah.
He had that cool, calm demeanor about him all week. And it's like as soon as he stepped off that green, it's like, oh my God, I just
Did you see the whole story with his dad?
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Did you see the tattoo on his arm?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a cool place where he put it. So every time he grips the club, he sees that tattoo.
Yep.
That's crazy, man. And his college coach is on the bag with him, caddying for him.
Yeah.
And then old boy's got to play 36-hole tournament today.
Really?
The Texas A&M Invitational today.
Crap.
Yeah. He has to carry his own bag in that, too. You don't have a caddy for that. That dude's got to be wore out.
Yeah.
Got to be wore out. And
wow.
Play 36 holes a day walking. Yeah.
That's crazy.
After that stress, he
better win.
Oh, I know, right? That's the problem. That's what me and Dad were talking about. Is like the expectation of him now going to the tournament. He's got to win it.
Or anybody that beats him feels like they can do it.
That's
I
exactly
go to the
right.
Masters.
Yeah, I need to go play Augusta.
Yeah.
No, man.
Yeah, it was really cool seeing the A by his name at such high on the leaderboards the entire time.
The final group on Saturday.
Yeah.
I think Jim Nance said it best. He's like, hey, 20, 30 years down the road, you can say you played in the final group on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah,
because of how
I heard that.
Nobody will know.
Nope. Yeah, even if he does nothing else in his career, he was in final group in the Masters.
On the weekend. Man, it's awesome. Just good storylines.
Really was all around.
I loved it. A little controversy on the rules there with Koepka on Friday was interesting.
What was that? I didn't see that.
So, a player and a caddy are one. So, like, you can't, if a caddy does something, wrong, it punishes the player.
Yeah.
Well, in golf, professional golf, you're not supposed to exchange information on what clubs you hit.
Yeah.
Now, I can look at your bag. You pull a 5-iron out. That's fine. A caddy can't tell a caddy. A player's not supposed to tell a player.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently on hole 15, and there's video evidence, Koepka, after he hit a shot, his caddy looked at Gary Woodland's caddy and said 5-iron. And Koepka was taking his glove off, and as he did it, he held 5 up as he was pulling his fingers off. Well, so it gets caught on camera, and of course Twitter goes wild. You know?
Yeah.
Well, they questioned him about it, and they said that they didn't. They didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't tell them that. Yada yada yada. Well, then people are saying, well, they were telling a worker just so they could tell us on TV what he hit. Well, then they could do that. That's fine, but there wasn't a worker there to tell them that. So technically, you're supposed to get a 2-shot penalty. Because one thing in golf, man, it's not like football or basketball. Like, we don't have a referee out there on every hole.
Mm-hmm.
Your
honor system.
Yeah, you're policing yourself. It's a gentleman's game. That's the whole point. And they say a receiver catches the ball, but he didn't catch the ball. They're going to say, I caught it.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen in golf. I mean, you got to be truthful about it. And so there's been some, not people real happy about Koepka not being honest in that situation. They reviewed it. They couldn't find any inclusive evidence to say that he really did say that. And they actually reviewed it the next day, and still they didn't come up. And Brooks Koepka said, we didn't tell him because me and Gary were talking about it after he hit the shot, that he asked me what I hit, and it was 5, which it's okay after you hit the shot. You can talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that they weren't truthful because, like, yet again, golf that's kind of the awesome part about it is. But to me, Koepka wasn't helping himself. He was helping out his Gary. Like, it's not like they are getting the information from Gary.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Why would they even trade thoughts like that?
Because
you're competitors. And if you're in the same group, you're probably close to each other.
You're right.
And that's,
you are.
I mean, one spot's a very big decision with money.
It is, absolutely. And a lot of those guys, I mean, they're boys outside the tournament, and they play together all the time.
Were they live guys?
One was and one wasn't.
Okay, then you can't have that.
You can't, so, I mean.
Live ruining the tour.
That's right. I don't know. I mean, to me, telling a club.
You still got to hit it.
You still got to hit it.
And these guys probably know what it is. I mean,
it's almost a reassurance. Like, it makes them feel good. Okay, I got the right club.
Was it a good shot?
It was not a bad shot. It wasn't terrible. I mean, it was a great shot.
Yeah.
I mean, and he wasn't. He was probably 10, 15 yards ahead of Gary Woodland was ahead of Koepka. So, but that told him, okay, I can ease off on this 5. And I mean, it's an advantage. It is, but. To me, it's not that big of a deal. I guess the part that really just made people mad, it wasn't the honesty there.
So are you not allowed to, like, I mean, they're usually pretty close to each other wherever they're at. Are you not allowed to just look and see what they're hitting? You can look. You just can't ask.
You can't ask and tell. That's right. You can look.
Yeah.
If you're my caddy and Brooks and caddy's beside you and he pulls out the 5-iron, you can look over there.
They're rarely that far apart from each other where
not.
They can't tell. Especially these guys at this level, they can see anything.
Yeah. So that's perfectly fine. It's the back and forth with each other.
Talking, yeah.
Yeah, is not where they like. So, I mean, if Koepka would have won, I would have hoped it would have been by more than 2 shots because it would have been a lot. A lot of rah about that. And hey, who knows? Maybe that was the golf gods Sunday.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, you should have, you didn't do what you were supposed to, type deal too. But there's so many different. I see it. I see it both ways.
Yeah.
And it doesn't bother me that they do that. But it did bother me that he didn't just admit it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, you don't take your glove out completely
It's
sideways.
easier to
like
take
that.
it off the finger.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's Captain's like, how else am I put this? He said that. How else am I put this glove out? Well, Sunday here
I'm not
comes.
gonna have my fist balled up.
Yeah, here comes Twitter on Sunday. The videos, everybody's
taking the
recording
gloves off
TV.
every time.
He didn't do it like this every time. He did. So, but it
That's
is
funny.
what it is.
That's
yeah.
funny. Another cool thing, like involving rules, the on the 18 with Rom's provision shot.
Yes.
I'd never seen that before.
Yes. So
Never seen
you
that.
Hit a provisional. Well, you don't usually see it on the pros very often.
Yeah, yeah,
One, because there's so many spotters and fans, they find the ball.
yeah.
But
for
if,
sure,
especially
at Augusta.
Yeah, exactly. We hit those all the time when we're playing because we don't have people,
Mm-hmm.
and it saves time.
Yeah.
So you don't go up there, you can't find it, go all the way back to the tee and re-hit. I've never seen that on a 70-second hole anywhere,
By the
especially at
leader.
Augusta. The leader, yeah, exactly. He didn't even make it to the fairway.
No.
Like,
That's what Jim Nance was like. That ball's not there.
Yeah. Trevor Immelman's like, I want to ask him at the champions locker room about that.
Yeah.
Catching making
And that second shot though was beautiful.
phenomenal. And then the third shot was even better, man.
Yeah.
Like unreal. Yeah, that's that whole 10 Scotty Scheffler, if you remember, he yanked it way left last year.
Oh yeah.
In that same magnolia tree.
Nerves.
It's nerves, man. It is. It really is. Yeah. That was crazy to think. To see a provisional, especially in professional golf, just period. But on top of in that situation,
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see
awesome.
that. I honestly didn't know that rule, and I'm like, how do they not see the ball?
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. Because when they were looking over there, and I was like, all those people there do not know where the ball's at.
Yeah.
It's because it kicked back in the fairway. Nobody was looking there.
Yeah,
Everybody was looking
yeah.
out in the woods.
Yeah. I think there was a female reporter that said like, I see the ball.
Oh, Dottie, she's awesome.
Yeah.
I like her a lot. She's good.
And you knew whenever he was doing the provisional shot that he was just about to do it as good as he could.
Yes.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
Just perfect.
Perfect, man.
And he didn't get to use it.
No, yes, yeah.
That really hurt my. I had the winning score to be 13 under or over or lower.
Oh.
So that and the hole before where he played it safe
Played
instead
it
of going for
yes,
it.
yeah.
That sucked.
That's
Yeah, whenever I see, I'm like, please let that ball be in the trees or something. Let that be gone.
Don't worry about that green jacket. You
No.
gotta get me to 13 under.
Yes. Yeah. Don't play it safe.
Don't play it
Go
safe.
for a record here or something. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he did. And the putt on 15 and the putt on 16. I both told Dad before he putted, I said he's gonna miss it low and left because he's not gonna be aggressive with it.
Yeah.
He's just gonna lag it up there, and that's what he did. Which I don't blame you. Go get tap in par and get out of there.
Definitely.
4-shot lead. Don't screw it up.
No.
But
Yeah. Anything else with the tournament?
nothing to think of. I mean, 51 more weeks until Masters again. I'm already counting down.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's already gone.
When's the next big one?
The PGA Championship.
When is
Which will
that?
be in May, second week of May, I believe.
Oh wow, it's not far off.
It's not far
About a
off. No. That'll be your next big one. You got Harbor Town this week, which I've always liked it because I've played that golf course before, so it's cool to watch it after I played it. And then you got the Zurich Classic in New Orleans.
Oh yeah.
Next weekend. Yeah, next weekend because I won't go to it.
The draft weekend?
No, it's been
The weekend before?
yeah. It's the
23rd?
That is that the draft?
23rd isn't the draft.
Okay, yeah, that's
27th through 30th is
okay. Yeah.
draft.
It's the weekend before
There you go.
because I'm going to it Zurich, which is always a cool tournament to go to because it's a team format. It's
Yeah.
two, and I love that tournament going down there. And then really after that, it's kind of down until PGA Championship. So, but I mean, I'll be here before you know it.
Yeah,
Because you got 4 majors in a row. It's PGA in May, U.S. Open in July, and then the Open in June, and then the Open in July. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
Good
I'm
season
ready,
for
man.
that.
Oh, absolutely, I love it.
I'm riding with Rom. He's won me before.
Right?
So.
Hey, I'm telling you, he's gonna win. He's gonna win another major. this year.
I'm ready for him. I'm ready. I'll have a Spaniard flag up here for next pod. Yeah, if he wins me one more, we will get a
We will
Spain
get a-
flag,
that's right.
with his face in the middle.
Heck yeah, we can make
There-
that
that's
happen.
probably made.
No,
after
ain't no
yesterday.
doubt, especially after yesterday. Yeah, it's definitely made.
Yeah, but let's do an ad read before we head on to NBA. Big Reed BBQ. They started as a family recipe in 1986. Our mild flavor is right on time, and our spicy is just enough heat. Owner Ken Reed and Director of Marketing Andre Leonard say you can get our sauce at Doug Nimona Farm and Feed, Time to Shine Detail, the Salty Brahma, the Equipment Store, and Amazon. Used it today, still amazing.
Awesome.
So go shout out Big Reed. I believe they'll be set up at the Sunshine Festival. I saw that. When is that?
Yeah.
This weekend, maybe?
Is it?
I think it is.
Okay.
I'm about to look on Andre's Facebook real quick. I've never been, but
Never have either.
let's see. Yeah, April 15th, this Saturday.
Okay.
So go get some sauce. He's got some cups as well, some little traveler mugs.
Yeah.
Look pretty cool. So, yeah, go see them. Tell them Dirty Boot Sports sent you. You might
right.
get $1 off.
Hey, good discount.
I'm not promising that.
No. You can't get it if you don't ask.
Yeah, play back this clip and maybe
That's
he'll do it. But yeah, let's get into NBA. Yesterday was a very pivotal day. A lot of stuff happened. Constantly had more projections going out of oh, this needs to happen for this. If this happens, this happens. And it went the way I wanted as a Warriors fan. Was kind of rooting for the Pels to make y'all happy.
Yeah.
And I mean that was a really big loss.
Big loss.
Especially given the stance of no Gobert and no McDaniels both leaving the game.
Big loss.
And now the Pelicans are in must-win territory instead of we can lose a game and then go home for a must-win. But it's a must-win immediately. So yeah, let's start it off. I kind of just go with who made who's in the play-in. We can do that first.
And Clay, explain so people might not understand the play-in turn how it works out.
Yeah. So the play-in, it's pretty much just to make more teams care at the end of the year. They did it year before. No, the year after the COVID year.
2 years ago.
Or no, it was the COVID year was the first one. That's what it was.
Was it?
The
Okay.
bubble. That was the first one.
Oh, they did it in the bubble? I didn't remember that.
I think they did.
Okay.
I think they did because I think
probably
that's
did
why
that
they sent so many teams down there, like the top 11 or 12.
Okay.
I know the Warriors didn't make the cut. we were pretty down that year. But yeah, it's pretty much just to make it to where the 8 seed don't have a 4-game lead over the 9 seed coming into the last week, where it doesn't matter.
That's right.
Now 8 and 9 get more to play for. 10 plays. I mean, even 11 and 12 in this year's stance with the West. I mean, you have 24, 25 teams that are usually playing for something, or if not playing for something, playing for draft positions, stuff like that.
Which is a lot more than it used to be.
Yeah. The Mavericks were a very big story of NBA Twitter.
Ooh,
that was
hot,
something.
Hot topic there.
Yeah, especially with Luka now that all that stuff's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, it turned out, I mean, pretty well. Obviously, the Mavericks made it look a little worse than what it was. But I mean, this whole last month has been where every night before you go to bed or before I went to bed, I'm checking NBA and I'm like, who's playing? What's the score of this? How's the standings look now? I mean, it was changing every week. It was crazy. That's honestly why we haven't talked NBA enough, because if we talk on Monday, by Tuesday it's changed.
Right.
It's been crazy. But yeah, let's start in the West. They're obviously a little more heavy star loaded on that side.
Yeah.
A lot more interesting teams in the West, in my opinion, especially in the play-in. No one really cares about the Raptors or the Bulls, or I mean, honestly, the Hawks or the Heat.
Nobody cares.
But while on the West, the 9-10 matchup will be Pels Thunder. I think this is going to be a great game. I really do. The Thunder are not supposed to be here at all. It's a
I'm
really
not
cool
sure if
story.
they want to be. I mean, I'm serious. I'm not sure they.
With how many picks they got, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, I mean, when you got what's his name that was out for the year,
Chet.
Okay, I mean, I think you probably would have been like, okay, let's just get one more good draft pick and then try to make a run. But I mean, the Mavericks were so bad that they couldn't just sit there. Not take the spot, I guess.
And the Jazz decided, why do we need to win?
They pulled off they pulled off the reins.
They had some injuries, but they also were like, why?
Yeah,
like,
why? What are we doing?
We're not going to beat
all these trades
anybody.
we just made. We gotta
And with all the draft picks they got from Minnesota, might as well just tank and load up.
That's right.
So many draft picks.
So many. I saw that trade get posted.
It got posted a lot after he got suspended.
After the Gobert, I was like, I gotta remember the draft picks. I just forgot how many players were involved. That's what's crazy.
I mean, Beasley and Vanderbilt are contributers, game changers for the Lakers,
yes.
honestly.
Yeah.
Kessler is going to be an all-rookie first-team member. Beverly's, he's still Beverly. Yeah, he's still Beverly. He's on a playing team.
He just drugged Chicago into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's probably going to be a story come when they play.
The jaw is going to be, yeah, absolutely.
And then what's the other one was some random foreigner, I'm sure, that hasn't came over yet. But, that's 4 legitimate rotation players.
With the 4 draft picks.
Yeah, 4 draft picks and a pick swap.
Yeah.
So 5.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Nuts.
And now the Wolves are the 9 seed.
Yes.
Or, no, they're the 8.
8.
Maybe. We'll see how that turns out. But, yeah, Pels Thunder. What's your feelings as a Pels fan?
I'm worried. I thought Zion would be back by now. He's ate his way through.
Yeah,
the season
he is
again.
not in condition, apparently, according to Shams.
Apparently he couldn't do anything to stay in condition. It's called eat less when you know you're hurt.
Or work out every other part of your body.
Yeah, do something. That really worries me organizational wise. We're not keeping on top of that. That.
Especially with, he came into the year in such good shape.
Such good shape. You see where he can be at. Walking through the hall, I knew from sitting in my recliner watching the TV, he's not in shape.
Oh,
just
yeah, but we talked about it when he did a shoot-around a couple weeks ago.
When he come out there, yeah.
Which he hasn't done a shooting-around since.
No,
I don't know why he did it that day.
No, right.
I guess because of the way he looked.
Yeah, I guess so.
But, when we saw that, we knew he's not in game shape.
He's not game shape.
At all.
And it just amazes me, they're going to make the playoffs. There was never a doubt they weren't going to make the playoffs. We'll see, who knows, but they were going to make it in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And it's you could be ready for that.
Yeah.
That concerns me.
And especially now that he's getting big bucks starting next year.
Exactly. And that's going to affect him because that's not guaranteed money. It's a show me type stuff before you get the money.
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch a lot of the game yesterday because I couldn't turn off the Masters. It's just I'm counting down 51 weeks already for next year. So when the Masters is here, that's all I'll watch. But from what I looked at, just looking at the game stats, stuff like that, why is Trey Murphy only taking 10 shots in the ball game?
Yeah,
only taking 5 in the second half. Why is Valanciunas not playing in the fourth quarter? He had 18 rebounds. I don't care if he has to guard Cat and Cat's standing on the perimeter.
Yeah.
Herb Jones was guarding him. He still hit 3 threes on him. What's it matter? I don't get that.
Crap, he could guard Kyle Anderson the way he plays.
Yeah,
he's not going to beat you with speed.
Yeah. Trey Murphy's been giving you the last month has been giving you phenomenal numbers. Let the dude have some shots. It was kind of it looked like it was from what I could tell. It's a lot of ISO with BI again.
3 for 21 from 3.
3
Pels.
for 21.
While the Wolves were 13 for 36.
How many is that about Ant?
Ant was 5 for 8.
Yeah.
So that right there, 10 threes, that's 30 points.
30 points.
You lost by that much in the 3-point game.
Yeah. And Murray's been shooting lights out from 3. Give the man some shots.
Murphy was 1 for 4. McCollum 0 for 5.
CJ, he was cold. He hasn't been cold. He's been shooting it well.
Valanciunas actually made one of the threes, 1 for 3 from there, and Bi made one for 3. Who probably your 2 worst shooters out there.
What was Herb Jones? Did he
0 for 2 from 3, 1 for 4 from the floor?
Yeah.
So,
see,
he did what everybody wanted, not shoot.
Not shoot. Please don't shoot. Yeah, please don't. I
watched the last 5 minutes or so. They just couldn't get a shot. They couldn't get good shots. They really couldn't.
I didn't see who was playing. Was Daniels playing the point guard position in the fourth, or was it CJ?
I think it was CJ and Bi.
I don't like.
I believe it was Ingram, Herb, CJ, Murphy, and Richardson. Daniels didn't even play. Actually, never played. No minutes.
Just a coach's decision.
Yeah.
Did not play.
Yeah. 8-man rotation with Najee Marshall
And we got
Larry
nothing.
Nance.
We got nothing from the bench.
No, you had
Terrible.
8 points.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah,
I mean,
29 minutes from Richardson and 2 points.
Yeah, I'd rather go with Harris than Richardson. I'm not a big Richardson fan. I thought he would contribute a little more when we traded for him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm glad we got rid of Graham because I was not a Graham fan.
Oh, definitely.
But
I said from the start with that trade, he's about as base level of a 3-and-D guy as you can get.
Yeah,
and that's what he is.
I'd rather give me Harris because Harris got some dog in him. He'll attack the rim. You know, he's not going to just settle. Richardson settles a lot for me that I don't really like. And he's just not that good of a defensive player that I thought he was going to be. Richardson.
No, he's not.
He just doesn't bring a lot to the table. I still want a point guard. I like
a real
CJ.
one?
Yeah, a real one. I hate that they don't have that. I like CJ at the 2 and I like BI at the 3.
Yeah, I mean, Daniels is definitely your option for the future.
Yeah.
At point guard, and you don't want to throw him out there as a point guard for a play-in team.
No.
So I understand that decision, but giving him 10, 15 minutes,
Give him
what's
some
it
minutes
hurt?
last night. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been playing. I watched him play 2 when they beat home game.
The
beat
Grizzlies? That game up here.
Yeah. I mean, he played a decent amount of minutes in that game. Like,
and he's not small, right? He's
no,
like, what,
he's
6'6"?
6'6".
Yeah,
Like
6'7" actually listed on ESPN.
Really? Wow. And
Probably grown again.
and he makes a lot of good decisions. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he makes some careless mistakes, but he makes a lot of good decisions. And he actually is a little better defender than I thought he was going to be.
Yeah.
I
Man, in a game where you're going up against a team that is playing small because they essentially have to.
Yes.
You mean you're out with Gobert, who, if Gobert's out there, Valanciunas plays.
Yes.
Taking Valanciunas off with no Gobert makes sense, kinda, but
when he's giving you what he's, I mean, you have no rebounders when Valanciunas is out.
yeah, I mean, BI led the team with 12. It looks like after Valanciunas.
And that's what I don't want BI to be wearing out. He's got score for us.
And
we
facilitate.
Don't have, like we don't have buckets without
42, 7, and 12 from BI though.
Yeah. Well, he scored 21 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, he had more than Minnesota did in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm. It was there were some interesting shots down the line. I mean, I know one of the shots, I think it was like a tied game. CJ pulled up from 3 in transition. Just didn't feel like a Pelican shot.
No.
Especially when you don't have like great shooters like that.
Yeah.
Rough loss, but I mean, still in the play-in.
You're still in.
You get
fine.
to play a very inexperienced Thunder team.
Yeah.
None of them have done it before.
No.
So, and the Pels actually have experienced playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, going to the 9-8, you lose that. You can lose type game, and like you have to win both. But I mean, in my opinion, you need, if you're going to do anything, you need to win both anyway.
Yeah.
Like you need to go in there and beat the Thunder, take care of business, and go up there and beat Minnesota because you're probably playing Minnesota again. I would think.
Here we go. We got some NFL news. Cliff Kingsbury going to USC to be the quarterback coach with Lincoln Riley.
Wow.
So Caleb Williams, huh?
Wow. That's an interesting hire.
Yeah.
So he leaves Texas Tech to go to USC.
Yeah.
He literally steps on campus, leaves campus to take the Arizona job. Now he's back at USC again. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Interesting.
As a quarterback coach.
Yeah, all right. He's quarterback coach.
That's
we
a
know who the
big
OC
step down.
We know who the OC is there.
Yeah. That's a heck of a room, though, offensive room
That's
that Caleb's got to learn from.
Yes. Yeah.
Number 1 pick on the way.
His stock just went even higher than
somehow.
Yeah. However, it could go higher. Yeah.
I guess let's kind of just break down each game, what we predict. I've got full predictions for the entire playoffs. I can give them out at the end. I think the Pels take down the Thunder because obviously experience matters. Thunder just aren't there yet. I do think it's going to be a great game.
Alexander scares me though.
Yeah.
He could go off on them.
I mean that whole Thunder team, they've got the guys and the explosiveness to where it could happen.
I think I heard the Pels were 3-1 versus the Thunder this year.
Yeah, I looked at the games they played. They were all pretty close though.
Yeah.
One overtime game, I believe. I think the one loss actually was at the end of the year, so I'm not sure health-wise what the Pels had. I think it'll be fun though.
Yeah,
Two scrappy young teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'll be the nightcap on Wednesday. And then on the other side, or no, let's just focus on the West right now. You got Lakers, Wolves, 7-8.
I don't think the Wolves have a chance.
With Ant, you fully can't count him out. And Cat, who's been playing really well since he's came back from injury. But no Gobert.
That hurts you.
Does it hurt him in this situation?
I think it hurts you. I think he gives you.
I mean, he'd play against AD.
Yeah, I think that helps. Without him, I don't know who plays AD.
Chances here in this Pell
Hey.
shirt.
Yeah.
We just got into NBA talk. We talked Masters for about 30. So.
Hey.
Yeah.
What?
Unmute yourself, whichever one you are.
Hey, Chance, we're 51 weeks away from the next Masters.
Jesus Lord.
Starting the timer.
Can we have a clock in here, please?
Yeah, I didn't even get to watch hardly any of it, man.
Oh,
It
Braves
sucked.
scored if you didn't know.
Gosh.
The Braves scored?
Yeah, Arcia.
Come on, I need that to
You got
cover.
1.5.
Yeah, minus 1.5.
But yeah, we're
Plus
just
money, by the way.
Oh, really? There you go. We're just in here talking the play-in situation. We think Pels take down the Thunder, even after the disappointing game.
Pelicans going to run the table. What are we talking about?
Hey, thank you, Chance.
All right. Zion's going to be back against Jokic.
Yeah, Zion's perfectly fine. They're just doing this as like window dressing, basically. They're trying to fool everybody.
Okay.
Doing a little quick diet for the next week or two. He'll be ready to go.
We don't need him to play 40.
No, that's right.
I'll take 20.
I'll
If you
take
give us
20.
20,
I mean, the
we
bigger
win.
the bigger body size might help against Jokic.
he was just bulking up, man,
Yeah,
eating lamb
that's it.
chops.
Yeah.
That's it, definitely.
New Orleans food at its finest.
Yeah.
How do they let him gain so
that
much
high,
weight?
that high altitude won't hurt him.
No, that's right. That's right.
Like, it's not even his fault.
That's why I told Clay, I was like, I'm worried about the organization at this point.
Yeah, like, what are you doing?
How do you let this happen?
If he's been rehabbing and doing physical therapy for 3 months, you have noticed his weight gain.
Yes.
Like,
I told Clay, I said,
what are you going to do about that?
I'm sitting in my recliner in North Louisiana, and they show him on the sideline, and I'm noticing his weight gain. You can't tell me when you're walking down the halls that you can't notice his weight gain?
And, like, you know you're doing stuff with them, so it kind of makes it feel like they haven't been doing enough with them.
That's right.
It feels like they've been kind of babying
Yeah,
him
but
or something.
we mentioned that picture weeks ago on here.
Yes. When he was doing a random warm-up
Yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see if the strategy of bulking up to go play in high altitude works. But time will tell.
Yeah.
If they get past the Thunder. But I'm really excited for that game. Honestly, it's my favorite play-in matchup.
It's going to be fun.
Both teams are just going to be really fun.
And look at the Thunder. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah.
Nobody thought they wanted to win. And
They
now
didn't
look
think
at
they
them.
wanted
I
to
don't
win.
think they thought it. Yeah.
No, I think they won.
And then
accidentally.
SGA's like, I'm tired of this BS. I want to win.
Well, in Dallas,
And the Jalen Williams kid.
Yeah, he's been great.
In Dallas
Which one?
is
Not the Arkansas one.
Dallas is like they couldn't not win, so OKC was like, well, I guess we'll just take the spot.
Yeah.
I mean,
How about that situation? They're about to get in trouble, son.
Yeah.
They're about to get in trouble. You hear me?
Maybe Luka makes them do what they've should have done for a while now.
yeah,
Hey, Colin Cowherd.
he was spot on.
That
on
is
Explain
the
to me
most
that the
perfect
the mellow
comparison. Yes.
perfect.
and how.
It's
Well,
so
look,
many
look,
ways.
Look at Doncic.
Look at this.
Carmelo Anthony. Same guy.
Same guy.
Elite on offense.
I'm about to say I know. Whenever you said compare, it's not like Colin just says Luka's like Carmelo. Colin has a list of about 5.
Oh, I'm
bullet
about to tell
points,
you exactly
and,
why.
And at least 2 of them have nothing to do with basketball.
No, they were.
I
they,
think
were
he
were all
used the
basketball?
term.
they were.
Did he use the term coach killer?
Yeah, basically.
I think that was one of the reasons.
Yeah.
But like number one, they're both elite on offense.
Okay.
They could care less about defense.
Check that box.
Hate
Check that
defense.
box. Yeah.
That neither one of them are in great shape.
Check that box.
Yeah.
What was Melo in bad shape though?
He wasn't in great
Melo
shape
was
according
never
to
in-
Colin.
Melo's never in great. Yeah.
He always had a little flub
Yeah.
on him. Yeah.
But it worked.
we understand
is
that
Luka.
feeling, but
Yeah, I mean, we're also not paid millions and
No,
millions of
that's
dollars
right.
for up and down a court.
Yeah.
right.
I mean, I'd be the
That's
best
what's
looking
im-
guy in the
That's
world.
what's impressive. You can run that much.
Son of a gun,
Oh,
AJ
chance.
Mentor.
No, he got a chance. Oh, he missed it.
Holy crap!
Wait, that came in?
Yeah, he brought
How?
it back.
Oh, go gun him. No.
Oh, he broke a rib, dude.
Holy crap. Did he just
Kevin
save
Pillar
that
just
ball
put
with
his freaking life on the line.
Did he just save that ball with his body?
Yeah, he did. All right, well, we're not going to win
hurt.
this game.
He's hurt. He's grimacing.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Jesus.
Hold up.
So did he throw it back in?
Did he just miss it?
He missed the ball. I
Did it
think he
hit
hit him
off
in the
his
head. Oh,
No,
Kevin,
he
you gotta
saved
catch
it. Oh, and it hit the top of the wall.
Oh, wow.
He
That's
saved it.
two
He
in
saved the
past-
game.
That's 2 in the past 3 days where we've had a left fielder try and rob one and hit off their freaking glove. Go check on him. Crap.
That's interesting.
Oh.
But yeah, coach killer as well, they said.
He said he also he's like they kind of had the
he
same
runs
career.
off stars.
Yes.
That was another thing he said. He runs off stars.
And can I just say, Luka and Kyrie remind me of Carmelo and AI. Like that duo kind of reminds me of the same.
Yeah.
Except for when AI went, he was at the back end of his career.
Yes,
That's
he
the only
was.
thing.
He was. Which Kyrie's not, but when I watch him, I feel like he is.
I mean, he
with
with Kyrie, he might retire tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't play like
Colin
he is.
called him a bust.
Yeah.
Bust?
He said Kyrie was a bust till he played with LeBron.
He probably.
Well, he was on the Cavs. I mean, the Cavs were the.
He was a bust. LeBron can play with anybody. Luka cannot.
Kyrie was a bust.
That's what he said.
And he also made a good point. He's like, Carmelo, never developed his game.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
he's
a
the
good
same person.
I'm a good mid-range shooter. Screw. I'm not going to work on my three-point game.
Yeah, he never evolved.
He never
said.
evolved, and Luka hasn't. I mean,
He has. He's the same guy.
He's the same player.
He takes setbacks when he drives to the rim.
Yeah, I mean,
Nothing in between.
he was spot on almost every take he.
Oh,
said
I'm
on
telling you, it was.
was good.
I listened and I
Yeah.
was like, yeah,
They are.
I mean,
checks out.
And
pretty
they both-
much all of those things could also be said for James Harden too.
But I mean, Carmelo, Carmelo went to the Western.
He's not a
Conference.
coach killer.
Yeah, I mean, Mike D'Antoni was there for a while and they succeeded. So.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
true.
Carmelo went to the Western Conference Finals for one time.
Yeah.
Luka went to the Western Conference Finals. Like, I mean, there's a lot of similarities in that, and I'm not really sure. I know Luka swore that he ain't going anywhere, but man,
Oh no! Did you seen the report?
I saw the interview. Did you see the interview? He called out the guy that wrote the report.
Yeah.
What'd he say?
He said
There was a report that after next season he might be gone. Luka.
Yeah. So
if the Mavericks don't do something
Well,
this year.
if Rick Carlisle couldn't coach him, nobody freaking can. That's how I look at it.
Hey,
Yeah.
If
Rick
Carlisle can't do it, nobody can.
yeah, because the guy that apparently wrote the article was in the room.
Oh, sweet heavens, get there! Shit.
That's terrible.
Why are we playing in when we're winning?
Going for the out at home.
Dumb.
How did that get down? 71 off the bat.
Wow.
Loop shot. If Ozzy's playing at regular depth, he runs and catches up.
Yeah.
We had our infield playing in. We had our outfield playing no doubles. People on Braves Facebook are going to complain about Acuna not diving head first.
I was just about to ask. I was just going to say, why did he go
He's
head
tried
first?
twice this year and hasn't called any, so he's probably like, let me try something different.
I was just about to ask.
They're going to
that.
say he don't hustle and all that kind of crap.
Because how far did he just run for that ball?
Yeah, no joke. He's 3 for 4 tonight. I mean, God forbid.
Hey, Matt Olson can hit.
That is true. Let him
Matt
go
Olson can hit a homer. That will hit so many different things for us.
It would. It hit a big one for us.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Luka.
Luka,
He's a coach killer, and I 100% agree.
Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
I mean, they are. They're very, and they're going to be
Luka
Hall of
likes
Famers.
beer. Carmelo likes wine.
Yeah.
Hey.
They're going to be Hall of Famers. They're going to have stupid points.
Just wait till he's a
They're done.
banana boat.
Only thing different is everybody likes Melo, and all the other players hate Luka.
Yeah.
They hate his soul.
Yeah. Carmelo was never disliked, really, players or fans. Really, even fans loved him. Like,
I loved Melo.
Yeah,
He was my favorite player throughout that time. Basically,
I loved him at Denver, man.
He was fun to watch.
He was fun to watch. I mean, they never were going to win anything, but
no.
they were fun to watch.
He was lights out from like the mid range game, like they said, like Clay said.
He was a little
Triple
past
threat.
his time.
Triple
His
threat
game.
for Melo.
If he would have came out in late '90s,
Yes, he
Jordan's era.
Yeah,
I mean, who didn't love Melo? Everyone loved Melo.
Yeah.
Even if I never really rooted for his teams, but I always liked Melo.
I still liked him at Portland the last few years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Roll it up.
And with the Lakers, I mean, there were plenty of Warriors people who said, "Bring him in this year, let him be the 15th man on the team."
Why not?
Let him get a ring chase.
I mean, why not?
All of his other buddies got one, except
Especially in
for
regular
CP.
season. There's a lot of minutes you could play him in regular season.
And I guarantee you can get 15 if he wants to right now.
Absolutely. He's probably playing a pickup game right now.
Oh
somewhere.
yeah. LA Fitness.
He just looks like the type of guy who would just walk in a random gym and
with his hoodie on.
Yeah, give you a little 5
Drop a 40 piece.
Yeah, that's right. And not always
fun.
say a word. Just kind of he never really talked. I mean,
yeah. So how about this? Let's just go through the playoffs. I've got all my predictions. I'll go through each one, and y'all give y'all's opinions.
Okay.
I think because I've got it laid out and everything, so let's just do this.
I like it.
So play in. I'm going first day Monday. I've got Hawks over Heat. It's really tough for me to go against Jimmy Butler just because I like him a lot, and with Jimmy Butler,
Hey, did y'all know he's sleeping with Rachel Nichols?
that story's so old.
I didn't know it, dude.
They said that it happened
Have you
during
ever
the bubble.
seen that stuff?
I didn't know it.
They said it.
Dude.
They said that he slept with her in the bubble.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And there's like videos and junk of them like awkward interactions in front of other people and stuff.
Yeah.
He
A
got
lot
a
of
piece
stuff
of
with that.
Yeah, shout out Jimmy.
She got
did what
fired from
everybody else wanted
ESPN
to
pretty
do.
soon after that.
For the Mariah Taylor junk. Which
And she's gone.
she was spot on about that, by the way.
Oh, she had like the hot mic and stuff, right? Or
Somebody
secretly
recorded her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never liked her really.
Said Mariah was
I never liked Rachel Nichols.
getting pushed way too much. And
Oh.
she was.
Oh,
For agendas and stuff.
I've become more of a Butler fan now.
Hey,
I
he's
pull
got good
up
taste.
for him against the Hawks now.
Yeah, I've got Hawks
Scoring
over Heat
twice that
though.
night.
I'm not really confident in that at all. It's definitely a toss-up game in my opinion.
Eric Spoelstra, in my opinion. is gonna
Spoelstra,
makes
definitely.
The reason that,
Who's the coach down there, Quinn Snyder?
Quinn Snyder's there now.
That still blew my mind that he
That's-
came in
that's a
mid-season
full-
and coached.
That's a full. It's not an interim, right? They gave him the job.
Oh, he's there
signed
for
like
like
a
4
5-year
years.
yeah,
now.
yeah.
5-year
I can't remember
contract.
the
Yeah, you never see a coach come in on a full
No.
4-year deal in
Mid-season.
like February.
Well,
It
I
was
mean,
past All-Star break, I think.
we were really confused why he ever left Utah to begin with.
Yeah.
It just
Well, he didn't want to coach nothing.
I mean,
he could have got him into the playoffs this year, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
That Missoula over there, he did really good from the Celtics.
I mean, it's not like he really had a lot to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean, he had Mitchell, his spotter.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's all he had.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Speaking of Celtics, did we ever find out what that dude did? He was just sleeping with that chick.
I think
sounds like
so.
he's gonna get the Houston
Yeah,
job. He's the favorite for that job.
I've seen him, and I've seen
He had fun down there in the strip club.
I've seen Nick Nurse from
He'll show you the
the
places.
Raptors
Yeah,
going down
I
there
saw that too. Yeah.
Like he's going to leave the Raptors?
and go to
Why?
Houston.
Supposedly he's ready for a
New challenge.
something different.
It's
Yeah.
different scenery.
He's a really good coach, though. Wherever he goes,
He went from G League to NBA and won it the first year.
That's right.
I still remember watching. Was that when they beat y'all?
yeah, it's the only time they've won it.
When
yeah.
Clay got hurt?
And KD.
Kawhi with the claw.
Mm-hmm.
The Celtics coach though, I just went back on his name.
Udoka.
Udoku. He still hasn't officially got fired, right?
No, I think
He's
he
still
did.
suspended.
But the other ones like signed a contract now, so I think he has
I
to
missed
have.
that.
Mhm.
Okay.
He signed like a 3 or 4 year deal.
Alexis?
I think All-Star break actually.
Okay.
Who's up to bat, Clay?
I think Ronnie.
Uh-oh. You better.
Arcia. No, it might be 9.
You might want to turn your head
think
to
it's
the
9.
television there, Peyton. Must see TV coming up.
I think it's 9-1-2.
Acuna will get to bat.
Oh yeah. Arcia hit the run in, and then someone else got out after him. So,
Pilar.
yeah.
Then Pilar went and put his body on the absolute line for us.
All right.
Hawks, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I know
that's just,
nothing about any Eastern Conference teams.
That's just
I know
a
zero.
assumption. It's in Miami, so that will be a
Give me
little
the
bit
Heat.
tougher still.
Give me the Heat.
I don't hate the Heat pick at all. I'm gonna go with the Hawks though. Trey Young, DeJounte Murray, John Collins, Clint Capella.
What
I
a
got some names.
disappointing team.
Yeah, definitely.
Not that
I listened back to a pod before the year, and I said they might run for the top 3 seed.
That's what happens whenever you
So,
put a bunch of names.
Here we
and-
are. No, you see, that's not even the
Whoa.
thing though. I think they fit well together.
They're not a big. Yeah, it's not.
I think they
just-
fit well.
They do. I thought Murray and Murphy and
And Young.
Young would have done well. I mean, I don't know. And the coach deal might have something to do with what's his name shouldn't have never got that job to begin with.
Yeah.
He was the interim. They made that little run in the playoffs, and that got him that job.
It's about McMillan?
Yeah. He's been.
Or was it Casey?
McMillan.
I get
Dwayne
Casey.
Casey just got fired by Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah, they just fired him.
They feel like the same guy.
They basically are.
You know, they feel like the same guy.
Yeah.
Next up, though, Lakers over Wolves. I think that feels pretty good.
Yeah.
I do like the Wolves spread.
That's a guarantee.
+8. I like that for the
It's
Wolves.
aggressive. Yeah,
It's a lot of points. And yeah, obviously you're out Gobert and McDaniels. McDaniels a lot bigger of a loss in my opinion because he's someone that you could throw at LeBron. It's just one less body you can now.
They should just rest. The Timberwolves should just rest their guys.
With Ant, you never know. Ant, Mike Conley, and Cat, and they can do stuff. Torian Prince will get a lot more run. Slow Mo still be out there. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see still. I'm still going to be very excited to watch.
Hey, did anybody when you were watching that Gobert video of him punching? Was it weird to y'all that not one of the guys stood up for Gobert?
Oh yeah, they all went after him.
They all probably
Torian Prince
hate
was
him.
like ready to fight him.
Like
He probably is a jerk.
that's weird to me.
Just thinking about the Utah junk with like the cough sneeze or whatever it was. Like he seems like a guy that probably roasts
And
people the wrong
Donovan
way.
Mitchell like never wanted to play with him. He talked about it.
And well, I also think too, what hurts him is he's getting paid $200-something million, and he can't score.
And
Like that to me that hurts a lot.
Well, he's what the third best scorer at most on his team.
I mean that is
Conley ain't got a lot in him, but
very generous.
yeah, he can get 10.
yeah, off some putbacks.
Hey, but 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, I think. So that's right. He's
I mean,
better.
what
he's
did-
standing in the paint.
better than Draymond
What did
Green.
Anderson tell him?
Better than Draymond
Are
Green.
you going to block a shot tonight? That's what started the
I want to know how much of this stuff is true
I know.
because I saw someone say
There had to be a microphone down there.
Well, I saw someone quote what Woj said, and if Woj says something, you think it's going to be true. I saw like a Wolves reporter say, like a player source said, so these guys can just make up whatever they want. So maybe it wasn't true, and
I just don't
I
see
don't know.
Woj saying that
Exactly.
much information. out
Whoever
there.
told him that, he trusted.
he trusts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was probably Gobert himself. It's Woj.
There was way too many people down there for somebody not to hear what.
Oh
he
yeah,
was
someone has.
saying.
There's a TikTok video that will pop up soon of
Yes,
someone right
that's
behind the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then for the 9-10 games, I've got Raptors over Bulls. Nick Nurse. I think that, and all these guys that are out there have done it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Siakam, Fred VanVleet, OG Anunoby.
That finals run was his coming out party.
Siakam's, yeah.
And Van Vliet. That
God,
basically
Van Fleet was the one.
that's what I'm talking about.
Siakam calls me pain.
That like
I hated him.
that showed them they could get rid of Kyle Lowry basically.
Yes.
Yeah,
Van
Van
Fleet can
Vliet.
be the guy. That's right.
definitely. Yeah,
Was he from Wichita?
Wichita State.
Wichita State. Yeah.
Him and Ron Baker.
Yeah.
Old white boy,
Ron
Bieber
Baker.
hair. Dude, number 31, I think is what his number was.
Yeah, I think so.
Dude,
When he
could
played for
freaking
the Knicks
hoop,
for a little bit.
dude.
Had the Kyle Korver hair.
Ron Baker.
Ron Baker.
And Cleanthony Early, was he on there or was he VCU?
Oh, that's VCU.
That's
wasn't
Was he?
I think so.
He played for the Knicks a little bit too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I just think the Raptors are just going to out-talent and out-coach them.
Yeah, me too.
But at the same time, I mean, Pat Bev,
He'll run them out.
Caruso, Levine, and DeRozan, they might can take that game. Wouldn't completely surprise me. Vucevic, I mean, they got a solid team
They
still.
got guys.
Yeah. And then I've got
DeRozan.
I've
Did
got
you say
Pels
DeRozan?
over Thunder. Yeah, I've got Pels over Thunder. Done it before, experience. That pick will be a lot more valuable for the Thunder staying down and losing that game. So, yeah, I got Pels there, and then
Zion's told everybody that he's coming back soon, so they're all
Definitely.
going to play their hearts out
Yeah.
for him.
I'm sure he'll be ready. Heat over Raptors. I've got Jimmy Butler just not losing twice at home. That seems a little bit too crazy for me. Long travel from the Raptors, and then Wolves over Pels. I think they take them out, especially no Zion. Gobert will be back for that
He just
game.
ain't
So
got firepower.
yeah, McDaniels does hurt because that's another body that won't be able to get thrown at BI. But
It ain't going to matter who you put on him right now, I don't think.
They
And-
just
the
failed
way
it,
he's
man.
playing.
Ant-Man, I'm gonna trust him not to lose twice.
The only what
They
gets
just don't want to pitch to Matt Olson tonight.
what gets to the gets the Pels through is Trey Murphy.
Yeah.
He either gives you a 35-point night or he doesn't, and they win.
Somebody else has to score besides Bi,
and he's your only
and I don't
option.
trust CJ.
I'm about to say, what about CJ?
I mean,
I've never been sold on him.
I mean, I think CJ's going to give you your 22 or 23.
Yeah.
I think it's going to take a 30.
need that third
This
guy.
could be the most lackadaisical 20 or 22.
Yes.
You'll look at the box score and be like, he scored 20?
Playing extras,
I
baby.
see CJ playing well against OKC, and then Murphy has to step up against the Minnesota game. That's how what I see. Because CJ did not play good last night. I think he'll come back and come playoff time he'll play better. But Murphy's your key guy. I think Murphy's going to be a star. Not a superstar, but an all-star caliber player.
Yeah.
I mean, that kid's raw. He's still getting
Freak
better.
athletic.
Yes. I mean,
Plays both sides
Gain
of the
some
ball.
weight.
he does.
Gain some
exactly.
weight and he'll be good.
Put some weight on him. I mean,
Get more consistent with the jump shot.
I mean,
he can do it, but we need to see it throughout the whole
Yeah, that's what I saw. Someone, some type of Pelicans media say, should Murphy be in the most improved player running? I'm like, he had like a 2-month stretch and then was nothing for about 3 months and then had a good last couple weeks. Like he was improved for about probably 30 games of the 82.
Yeah.
And whenever you got Markkanen out there,
I'm about to say Markkanen or SGA has to win that.
Yeah,
one of them, and then
it will be one of them.
You can't include Jalen Brunson in that.
I mean, Brunson took a step I didn't even close to
I
expect.
think he had.
I did not.
I remember whenever he signed with the Knicks, and we all laughed about that.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
They're giving him that much money.
They're just overpaying for a
Daddy
guy.
wanted him. Daddy wanted him up there.
Yeah.
Shoot.
But hey, shout
What
out
they is a 4 seed?
5.
Five? I mean, crap. Who they play in the 4 seed?
Cavs.
They can beat the Cavs.
It's gonna be a great series.
They can beat the Cavs.
Yeah, they can beat the Cavs.
They could.
I can beat the Cavs.
But shout out to Trey Murphy for being the third NBA player ever to join the 90, 40, 60 club or whatever. How you
Yeah, I saw that.
90, 50, 40?
No.
It's
it's a different one?
It's not the 50, 40, 90 club.
Yeah.
He's 90 on 2-point shots.
free throws. 90% of free throws.
Yeah, 90 on free
There's
throws.
no way he's making
My
9%
bad.
on 2
Yeah.
points.
60 on
2-pointers.
Yeah, 2-pointers.
And 40 on 3.
Yeah.
Dang.
So that means that he's not.
He
in the
gets a lot of dunks, so that's part of that.
No, that means that he's not in the 50, 40, 90 because he shoots too many threes that his 50 goes down. His 50 overall field goal.
Oh, the 50 is the overall field goal for that?
Yes, yeah. So
Okay.
he's probably shooting like 48 from the field actually, but 60 from twos. Dang. It's still really impressive.
Still
yeah.
impressive, yeah.
Definitely.
I'm telling you, he's still like you could see some games, some nights. I'm like, oh, I could see this could be like he's
See it
ball
blossom.
handling got so much better this year. I mean, he's still going to be next year could really be his breakout year. And I'm glad Bi kind of takes
Once
him
they
under
move
his
off
wing.
the Zion contract and get another piece.
Yeah. Well, luckily that Zion contract you're not tied down to.
Yeah.
I mean, because he has to play to get that money. I mean, that was the one good thing
like
about
the
that
big
contract.
thing, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's he knows it. You know he does.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right, I'm gonna go through the East. They're a little less interesting, so
Yes.
I'll go first round each side and then just keep moving on. I got Bucks over the Heat in 4. I think they sweep whoever comes out.
Oh, it's
even
over.
if it's the Heat,
It's over.
Raptors, Hawks, any of them. I think they take them out in
Over.
4, maybe 5.
maybe
I mean, with the Heat, Jimmy Butler could win a
at
game.
Miami
Yeah.
because Miami's a
And
good.
the Heat took him out last year.
Yeah.
But obviously no Chris Middleton and people like that. So a lot different Bucks team than it was last year. Yeah.
Just
I got-
hit it where they ain't, why don't you?
Yeah, we suck. Bucks in 4 over the Heat. I got Cavs in 6 over the Knicks. Could go 7. I wouldn't be shocked. I
like 6.
Yeah, I think the Cavs are just a better team, better defense, and I don't fully believe in Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson carrying a playoff team.
I don't know who
Their next guys are Quickly, who's probably 6th man of the year. Quentin Grahams, yeah. Hey, R.J. Barrett's kind of like their 4th option now. It feels like.
Who on the Knicks is going to stop the Cleveland's backcourt though?
Yeah,
I
I
They
don't
might
know.
stop themselves.
Brunson's
Crap.
definitely not
They're
a
so
defender.
high or low.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of defender Quickly is. He's got the body and like athleticism where he probably could
The
be
few
solid.
games I watched the Knicks this year,
He didn't. Yeah,
Nah, wasn't much on the defensive end. Now that could. I mean, that was who knows, but I don't see it.
Mitchell and Garland are tough to stop.
Mitchell and Garland gonna be tough to stop.
And then, I mean, Mobley and Jared Allen aren't anything to mess around with either.
No.
So, and yeah, I think the Cavs are they're just a good team. I think they are. I'm excited to watch them. That's probably going to be one of the better series in the East, especially.
Round. Yeah.
Bit of a wilder one in this one. I got Sixers and 6 over the Nets. I mean, the odds for them, I think they have the second best odds to sweep out of everybody right now, which obviously the 1s and 2s aren't in there yet, but I think the Nets are being overlooked just a little bit. I don't think they're going to win it in any. I would be shocked if they even take it 7, but they just got so much length. They've got guys that have actually performed before in the playoffs. They've been it. They have Nicholas Claxton, who's top 5, top 10 Defensive Player of the Year guy, who he won't slow down Embiid, but he's a body that you can throw at him and do a little something.
Embiid's gonna get his.
Absolutely, absolutely. And with so many guys, I mean, Mikal Bridges, Dorian Finney-Smith, Cam Johnson, throw all those long wings at Harden, maybe slow him down some. Force Tyrese Maxey to do a little bit more. I like the Nets a lot to take it 6.
Besides the Pels and the Warriors, I'm pulling for the Sixers.
Yeah,
I think it'd be fun to see them succeed.
I mean,
it's hard not to like to watch Embiid play basketball.
Oh no, it's very hard.
Well, I know you don't like.
It's very hard. I root for him as a person. I hate his basketball style.
Yeah, well, it's the same reason you don't like Luka.
Yeah. Whenever they're not playing against my team, then I like them a little bit more.
Yeah,
but he just
kind of like watching Embiid play.
Whenever a big man shoots 15 free throws, it just drives me crazy.
He's got that mixture of old man's game.
Yeah, that's what kind of
with
like
a little bit of the new style.
And that
he
little
wants
fadeaway
to.
mid-ranger he
gets.
I
like
I'm
that.
a sucker for a fadeaway. I hope you understand
the shooting
that.
ability of
I'm a sucker
Embiid
for
and defense. I like that. Now I'm 7 foot 260 and I'm going to drive in and flail to the ground. I don't like that. That to me, and he acts like he's a tough guy. That don't mix in my opinion. Same with Luka. Luka wants to fight anybody that stops him. Yet he wants to flail and shoot 15 free throws.
Yeah. Like you said, him as a person, though, just knowing what he's been through. Like,
Embiid, I like Embiid a lot as a person and a player.
The poor guy was labeled a bust before he even touched the floor because he was legitimately hurt. You know. And
well, Kyrie was
once
a bust
he came
too
back,
before LeBron came apparently.
Yeah, that's what people say. Hey, LeBron can play with anybody. Luka can play with nobody.
Yeah, LeBron can play with anybody.
He said, LeBron, Kevin Durant.
That is proven.
He went, LeBron, Kevin Durant.
LeBron.
Put him on any team. And
they'll
succeed.
That fourth Cavs run with LeBron against the Warriors, that team was terrible.
Dellavedova still got a contract because of that.
He's still in the hospital.
That was 2016. 2018, after Kyrie was gone, they had like
K-Love.
K-Love was still there, but I think Isaiah Thomas was on the team. Amon Shumpert.
Talking about falling off the face of the earth. That son of a gun. Whenever his sister died, it was over.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Like I think that was like his spirit.
It was a bad team.
Amon Shumpert.
They were actually the 4 seed.
He fell off after he had to cut the cord in the bathroom after he birthed his child for his wife. Had it tight with a headphone cord. Remember that?
Tiana Taylor, I believe.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, she popped out a kid in that mug. He had to perform freaking labor and delivery in there. And then went and played ball the next night. Poor guy. Yeah, he's shook from that, Peyton. I can tell you some stuff about going through childbirthing now. You see some stuff you don't ever want to see again.
My next one, Celtics in 5 over the Hawks.
Yeah.
I don't think the Celtics sweep anybody, even if it's the Heat.
I don't think they're good enough just to sweep. I don't think they can.
They've had a bad second half.
Sweeping
of the season.
people is really hard to do.
Hard.
I mean, I don't ever like predicting a sweep. It's just so freaking hard.
It's tough,
dude. So hard. To go out there and be like, because all their series are 7, right? They ain't got no 5s.
Yeah, all 7.
Just baseball does that stupid junk. Yeah, you gotta go out there.
Used to.
They used to, but they changed it. I thought they changed it at least.
West round 1, I've got Nuggets in 5 over the Wolves. McDaniels would have made that series a lot more interesting. He won't be back though. He's probably out for the entire playoffs. Maybe if they made a June run, but I don't think we see that happening.
I think they said where he's out for the year.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Or
Joker
playoffs.
through the MVP race so you can have the spotlight off of him so they can make a deep run. So
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be on
Yeah.
lookout for that.
And Gobert versus Jokic, that'd be a fun matchup.
Jokic gonna give him the business.
Jokic is going to play enough to where Gobert can be on the floor and not get have an absolute mismatch. Like Gobert can play with the speed of Jokic.
Yeah.
So
I can play with the speed of Jokic.
yeah.
The man moves in slow motion.
The thing that hurts teams.
Sean Murphy walk off 2-run bomb right here. Clay.
Please. The thing that hurts Gobert is when teams go small and try to just run him off the floor like the Warriors do so much. And I just don't know if the Nuggets will do that because when you have Jokic out there, you're not going to go small. MPJ, Jamal Murray, they're back this year, actually be on the team and healthy. Interesting enough, the last week or so, some of the draft picks. Is that ball going? 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 Is that ball going?
No! I called it!
Let's go! Clip it!
Yeah, we have our clip for this episode.
Let's go! Put some respect on his name, Clay.
Hey, who bet it?
You bet it in spite of him.
Yeah, I did.
Let's
it's
go.
motivation.
Chop on, baby. Let's go.
No way.
Yes way.
Wow. All right, Sean Murphy. First pitch.
First pitch, swinging, baby, dead center. Righty, dead center. We never win freaking extra innings games, dude. Never.
Oh, wow.
Golly.
That was a beautiful swing. That's the same swing he had at spring training against the Red Sox. Swinging the deep center like that, too.
Let's go, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
plus 700 at Homer. Cash.
How much you put on it?
Probably 250. Not enough, man. I'm a motivator.
Oh, be careful. We ain't got another catcher.
We got Chadwick. Where's Chadwick Trump at? He's back there.
He's back there wearing 45 or some junk.
All right, well, let's get back in the NBA.
Sean Murphy said, it's time to go home. It's time to go.
He's got a catch tomorrow.
Yeah, he does. Let's go.
Yeah, the Wolves, I think, are a good enough talented team to where they can take one. Maybe even two. I wouldn't be shocked if it goes 6. I mean, last year they took the Grizzlies 6. Probably were the better team in that series.
Don't forget about that Naz Reid's injury.
Yeah. I wonder how long he's out with that. I mean, he's been out about a month or so now, huh? A couple weeks.
That happened the next night after you did the NBA.
How long ago
podcast.
was that now?
Last week.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
My God. I feel like he's been hurt. This last week's just gone by so slow.
It was last Thursday because me and you did that pod last Wednesday.
He won't be
weeks
back.
ago.
Yeah, he won't be back
Because it was before the Masters. It wasn't last week. It was the week before. It's 2 weeks ago Wednesday.
So can he be back in
They
3
said
weeks?
He was out for the playoffs.
3 weeks on a broken wrist.
I think it was one of those unless if they make a June run.
Probably.
Type deal.
Probably. Yeah, that definitely hurts them.
Yeah.
I mean, even this play-in game,
Yeah.
Nas could step up for Gobert. Now you're having to play small ball, really, Taurean Prince. And that might be something that they could use to beat the Nuggets. Try to play Jokic off the floor. Go with Cat, Conley, Ant, Slow-Mo, and Taurean Prince. I believe that's the big lineup they used yesterday. Jaden McDaniels would have made this situation a lot different because he could be a good body you could throw at Murray and PJ, who, as we've said, I mean, Jokic was never the problem last year when they got beat by the Warriors. It was who was next.
Yeah.
Now they have those guys. So wouldn't be shocked if the Nuggets make a deep run. It's going to be they have a tough path, but
They need to.
yeah,
Or
they
it's
do.
going to be.
The Vikings, huh?
Yes, the Vikings.
Next, we got Suns, Clippers. I got this one going 6. Suns winning it, obviously. It's hard not to pick them. Kendrick Perkins actually picked the Clippers, so now it's making me want to pick the Suns to freaking sweep or something.
I hate Kendrick Perkins so much.
Yeah, he's
Me
terrible.
too.
Like, I thought they fired him.
Nah, I ain't doing
Nah.
that.
We're not that lucky.
They didn't even make him apologize. They made old girl apologize.
They
that
just gave
runs-
him a couple weeks
Yeah.
off.
basically.
I just he's
The one thing that after that trade deadline, I continue to talk about what's the wing situation going to be for the Suns outside of KD? Like, who's going to be these next guys to step up now that you've lost Bridges, you've lost Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, who wasn't actually playing, but Josh Okogie stepped up some. But behind that, you really don't have anybody. You have Terrence Ross, not going to really do much. I mean, he'll score a couple buckets, won't give you no defense. You've got Damian Lee, who didn't play for the Warriors last year in the playoffs, but now he's probably your 9th to 10th man.
Yeah, let's say 9th.
Campaign, he's backup point guard. What the Clippers have so much of, though, is just wing depth. And this is even without Paul George. Yeah. You've got Kawhi, Batum, Robert Covington, Norman Powell. Eric Gordon's more of a guard, but he's still really good. Terrence Mann, Westbrook, who's been playing really well lately. He really has. Bones Highland, another guard. They are probably the deepest team in the West right now. I would say so. And I just think they have just too much depth to get swept, honestly. I think, and Kawhi is going to be Kawhi. He's looking good. I've watched him the last couple games. He's scoring well, hitting some shots, and I'm just like, no way. And then it goes in true Kawhi fashion with that freaking line drive shot. I'm excited for the series. And the big men, obviously, Zubac and Mason Plumlee, who don't know why he got for such cheap.
Hey, they had a little issue on the bench
the other day.
Too.
Yeah, Plumlee and Highland did, but they were just trying to win. So, Westbrook versus KD, that'd be fun.
First
time we've had that
in the playoffs, at least.
That'd be very fun to watch. I think this is gonna be a great series. I really do.
Is he still gonna call him a cupcake?
I don't know. We'll see.
Curious.
It's gonna be fun.
Look at Peter Moreland. He's got on a freaking scarf. It ain't even that cold out there.
But I think the Clippers and the Warriors are the two teams that have enough depth to throw at Booker and KD and pretty much tell you beat us with other guys. Yeah. So I think that's gonna be a great series. I got Suns just beating them in 6 though. KD's just too much eventually. I hope KD has a good run. I really do. I'll still root for him. Then we got the 3-6 matchup, the matchup I wanted. It's Kings versus Dubs. I got the Dubs in 6. We're favored. Biggest favorite of an underdog in NBA playoff history.
If it was another logo on that jersey, I wonder what it'd be like.
If it wasn't the Warriors?
No, if it wasn't
the Kings.
I think it has more to do with the fact that Kings have no playoff experience.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think that's.
Yeah, I mean, you've got literally the dynasty of the NBA right now going against the team that has Harrison Barnes and Kevin Huerter with playoff experience. I mean, it's definitely a big difference in that, and it's something that whenever we did that NBA preview pod, we talked about Draymond Green wanting this matchup because it's a short road trip where the past couple years or past 5 to 10 years even with the older guys like Green, Thompson, and Steph, they've had to travel so much. Now it's a 1-hour bus ride for the team. That's going to be very good on their health.
Yeah, it's
and
going to help out.
I mean, you don't have to fly to Denver and play in altitude.
It's only an hour from
bus
San
ride.
Fran to Sacramento.
Hour bus ride. They're not even going to get on a plane this whole series. And I think that's going to be
probably.
No, yeah, that's going to be even a bigger thing with the Andrew Wiggins situation. He's back now. He'll be playing his first game 1 of the playoffs.
I am ready to see that atmosphere in Sacramento. Though.
Oh, it's going to be a great atmosphere.
I think it will
is.
too.
It will be. I'm glad that
Longest
Saturday
playoff drought snapped.
Yeah,
that's Saturday primetime too on ABC. Mike Breen will be there. I'm hoping.
Oh,
it's going to be great. Bang. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I mean, because what is it? Is it the Chris Webber days was the last time they had a post?
16 years, so
yeah,
it's been 07.
Peja Stojakovic,
Doug Christie,
Vlade Divac.
Yeah, Doug Christie, Mike Bibby.
Yeah, I stayed up watching those teams. I remember those late
little
night
bit of white chocolate
games.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. High scoring more than likely. The Kings, I believe, finished the year with the best offensive rating in NBA history for a team.
Ooh.
And then the Warriors are clicking on all cylinders. Just broke a record yesterday in the Blazers game.
But
the Blazers were playing nobody, but 55 points in the first quarter.
A G League team.
Yeah,
I think, was out
55
there.
points in the first quarter, though. That's impressive,
Yeah,
regardless.
they still
of
had
who
to
you're
make the
playing.
shots.
Yeah.
I think which we talked about Clay in our NBA pod a couple weeks ago. The Kings, a very strangely terrible defensive team that's coached by Mike Brown.
Yeah.
It's not what you expect.
Yeah. And they don't have the guys. I mean, De'Aaron Fox isn't a bad defender. Davion Mitchell's probably their best one off the bench. He'll be the guy that they throw at Steph most of the time. But looking at the season series with them, obviously they're in our division, so we've played them 4 times.
It's just a miracle they're there.
I believe we're either 3-1 or 2-2. I mean, the Kings are 3-1 or it's 2-2 series. It's not been a great one, but looking at the plus minus and just the net ratings of when the players are on and off the floor, the guys like Steph, Wiggins, Dre, Clay, DiVincenzo, Looney, they're all positives, and whenever they're on the floor against the Kings, they're winning. Mm-hmm. The guys like Kuminga, Poole, Moody, JaMychal Green, Anthony Lamb, our bench guys, during the year, they didn't play well against them. So you love seeing that your starters and your guys that have been there, Gary Payton was also positive against them. Those guys are the ones that, come playoff time, it's going to matter a little bit more. So I'm not really worried. It's almost scary that we're a 6 seed and had such a bad road record, and I feel this confident. But
is Wiggins playing game 1?
Yeah, he will be.
Good.
That's what was so huge about winning that yesterday was Wiggins. We don't have to play tomorrow. Because if we would have lost yesterday, we'd be playing tomorrow in the play-in. So, Wiggins will be back. That's just another so much wing depth, and with Gary Payton back, we've been the number 1 defensive team in the NBA. So we're back, adding Andrew Wiggins to that, who we saw last year took Jason Tatum pretty much out of the playoffs and the finals. So. I'm excited, man. I really am. It's gonna be fun. Shout out Kevon Looney and Jordan Poole. Both played 82 this year. Back-to-back years for Loon, who started his career with about 3 or 4 years where he just couldn't stay on the floor, couldn't be healthy, and now he's an old man at the age of 26, I believe, and back-to-back years at 82, which is just
UCLA.
Yep, unheard of. If you watch some of his UCLA highlights, he is out there playing like he's Kevin Durant. It's so weird.
He actually shot the ball?
He was shooting mid-ranges, like pull-ups.
Now you don't shoot the ball.
No, he don't shoot the ball at all.
It's weird shooting the ball now.
Yeah, it was – look that up. And with the baggy jersey, I mean, which was only 8 years ago for him, but he was still wearing a baggy jersey, and it looked really weird.
Looked like a baby probably.
Yeah, shout out Loon, though. I love Loon. I could talk about the Warriors all day, but let's go to the next game.
Memphis.
Lakers more than likely versus Grizzlies. I got the Lakers in 6.
I'm with you. Give me the Lakers.
I don't want the Lakers. If the Grizzlies win, I feel even better about our chances to keep going.
I want Lakers Golden State.
The TV wants it. I know that.
I mean, for me sitting in my recliner, I want that.
Yeah, it'd be a great series. It really would. But at the same time, I mean, Warriors.
Yeah,
Grizzlies
everybody wants that though.
Warriors Grizzlies gets people there too. So.
But I
hate Dylan Brooks so much, man.
Oh yeah, who doesn't?
I want to see him and Draymond just square off and just.
Hey, and that might happen if that happens.
Let that be the halftime.
LeBron and him were going to square off the other night.
Oh yeah.
I don't think LeBron can fight. I don't think he's ever had to fight.
No, but I think he would throw a punch at Dylan Brooks.
I think he would.
I think we would all celebrate.
I think it'd be a funny looking punch. I don't think he's like
it would hurt.
It probably if you connected.
Yeah, it would hurt.
He'd wind back.
The loss of Steven Adams and Brandon Clark for the Grizzlies, two of their best 3 big men. Jaren Jackson's still there, and all defensive player, probably DPOY this year actually. So he'll definitely have the Anthony Davis assignment, but he is so bad at fouling out. Yes. He fouls out so much. I believe he fouled out of 2 of the games against us last year in the semis. So you don't know how much you can ask for him, and with the Lakers they're going to have a favorable whistle. So JJJ will foul out of 2 games probably against the Lakers, and if that happens, my God, Kenny Lofton might be out there. So
hey,
Lofton versus AD.
He's got a higher scoring game than a lot of people ever.
42.
That's a lot of points,
42.
man, for his style of game.
Yeah.
It's a lot of points.
In the NBA. I think he had only like 8 or 9 free throws, maybe. So
Wonder what his high was at Tech.
He had a 30-piece or two.
yeah,
I'm sure.
I was thinking low 30s, probably 31, 32.
He never touched 40.
I mean, he never played enough minutes. He could only play about 25.
Him and Zion eat at the same restaurant.
Yes. Shout out Lofton, man. Shout out Lofton. 4-year deal to be there. I'm gonna hate your guts for the next 4 years. So. Yeah, I got Lakers over the Grizzlies in 6.
You think Draymond can shut him down?
Draymond shutting down Lofton?
Yeah.
My God, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Are you going to pull for Draymond there?
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
I knew who Draymond was for Lofton. Come on now.
That's true.
Next, I've got Bucks in 5 over the Cavs. I don't see the Cavs putting up much of a fight with them. They do have the bodies that could be thrown at Giannis and his weird play style. No one stops Giannis, though.
Nobody's stopping the Bucks.
No. In that East, I think they might have a pretty good road.
Yeah. They're just waiting to see who comes out of the West. I mean, they are.
Yeah. Then I've got Sixers in 7 over Celtics. I think Embiid's just on a mission. And that Celtics team, like I said, they've been playing worse the past couple weeks, past couple months, honestly. I just don't know how they're going to stop Embiid, which I don't think anyone is, but
4-10.
We'll see. I do have it going 7, though, just because the Celtics, they deserve a little bit of respect because this core has been doing it since, 2018. They played LeBron in that last Cavs run. LeBron beat them in 7, and that was Tatum, Brown. I think Kyrie was on that team. I don't know if he was even playing in that series, though. I think he was hurt. But I know Tatum was out there. These guys have been there for a while. Marcus Smart.
I'll tell you what, Kyrie's racking up the teams now, ain't he?
Oh, he is.
Number 4.
Good Lord.
And it's not over.
Yeah.
And
he's an unrestricted free agent. He can go wherever he wants right now.
He gone.
Yeah.
Nah, I think he's staying. I don't think no one's going to pay for him.
Unless
it's
do you
the
think
Lakers.
the Mavericks are going to pay for him?
Going to pay for him?
Yeah. I don't know if Cuban has a choice.
Any self-respecting front office can realize that they messed up.
Oh, absolutely.
Like going from 4th to 11th seed,
going from the Western Conference Finals last year to not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
You open your eyes real quick.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie, Jalen Brunson, and Dorian Finney-Smith are going to be playing.
If you're Orlando, go sign Kyrie. What do you have to lose?
That'd be a good little piece there.
I mean, you got some good young
You got
talent
2 good bigs
to go around him. Like, what do you have to lose?
You've got 2 good bigs. Get you a good guard.
You're
playoff team.
In your Eastern Conference. Yeah, you're a playoff team. You're sitting there at the.
He'd probably agree with Florida policies.
Absolutely. He would that would be a good fit to my opinion.
He probably likes DeSantis.
Yeah, he's probably not a big Disney World guy, but
what's the biggest name
I don't
free
know.
agent?
He probably would be. I could see him breaking down some Mickey Mouse stuff or something. He's just so random.
Walt was a Nazi.
I was about to say,
So,
I was about to say that.
They're in sync.
Kyrie will find Walt's frozen body.
Who's the big name free agent guy that's going to be out there that could take his spot?
James Harden.
Harden's
going to Houston.
You
never
talk
worked.
about Kyrie and Luka would bad. Harden and Luka would be
same person.
Horrible.
Harden's going to be in Houston.
Yeah,
Luke,
but
Luke. Everybody says
Harden's an
LeBron
older
can play with
version,
everybody.
though, of-
Luka and LeBron couldn't play together either. I don't think anybody could play with Luka.
I've been
It would
saying
have to take a special person, 3-and-D type special guy. Like Klay Thompson could play with Luka.
Well, what they need to do is
That's just about it.
They need to surround him with 4 guys that either defend or shoot the ball.
Yeah.
That's what they need to do. What did the Rockets do when they
Give me
were
shooters.
great?
Yeah, put some shooters around
shooters and a PJ Tucker.
Yeah.
Trevor Ariza. Guys that can go stand in the corner and play
a
defense.
Jeff Green.
Yeah.
Jeff Green, there you go.
Sixers in 7, yeah. Then I got Suns in 7 over the Nuggets. I think it'll be a great series between them two. I'd be shocked if we don't see that series, honestly.
I'll be shocked if I don't see the Suns in the Western Conference Finals.
Me too.
I'd be shocked.
What I think in the end takes the Nuggets out of it is just the fact that what I think attacks the Suns so much will be depth and defense, and I don't think the Nuggets have that really to really expose it. It's going to be a lot of your best five versus my best five. I mean, Jokic and Ayton won't really stop each other. Ayton won't get played off the floor. MPJ, Jamal Murray, KD and Booker, Chris Paul.
Will Jamal make that next step?
Yeah,
I mean that's what's going.
He tried to in the bubble.
That's the fate of, and he hasn't been, and he hasn't.
Well, he got hurt that time.
Yeah, last year.
Well, he hurt last year, and
he's averaging 20-something a game right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's been playing well.
But I want to see it playoff time.
Yeah, and this is the time.
I think that'd be a great series.
If you're the second option,
yeah,
you got to be there in the playoffs.
That's right. I mean, yeah,
I think y'all said it on the pod before. Like, your star don't win the playoffs. You don't win playoff
numbers,
games
baby.
with your stars.
Strength in numbers.
You win with your next guys.
That's right.
2s and your 3s.
Yeah, your Michael Porters.
Yeah,
I mean that Michael Porter and Jamal Murray. This is your time. Right here.
But yeah, I think the Nuggets they don't have the depth to take the weakness of the Suns and just make it a true weakness. So whenever you give just your best five versus their best five, it's gonna be hard to pick against Kevin Durant.
Well, who on Denver stopping KD?
Yeah,
I mean, you think
I'll answer that question.
Bruce
Nobody.
Brown.
I mean, Michael Porter should.
He don't play defense,
but he don't play defense exactly. Like
No, he's just turned into a corner shooter now.
I think I was saying it whenever the home run happened. Interesting thing about the Nuggets, the last couple weeks they've been kind of resting guys. They've been playing 2 of their draft picks, Christian Brown from Kansas, the white guy, and Peyton Watson from UCLA did like nothing for UCLA last year, but was still a first-round pick. They've both been playing a lot.
Brown's been playing a lot.
Yeah, they've been playing a lot, and both have defended and played really well to the point where yesterday they didn't play. They got pulled out early.
Did you remember Brown having that kind of bounce at Kansas?
Mm-mm.
Dude could jump out of a gym.
Yeah, he's an
I did
athlete.
not know that.
Yeah.
Like, and you didn't see that side of him at Kansas.
No. Bill Self said no.
Yeah, just shoot threes, buddy.
Yeah. But a lot of people are thinking that both of them will be in the playoff rotation. And Peyton Watson's a guy that, I mean, whenever he played the Warriors the other night, and he was guarding Steph, he was guarding Poole, Clay, very versatile guy. So that's someone that you might see get a little bit of KD run. Definitely inexperienced, though, because he's probably played less than 40 games in the NBA. But it's cool to see those guys get that run. And while so many people think the last couple weeks have been just for nothing, it's been for the Nuggets to get more shine on these young guys, and it might make or break their season at the end. So then on the other side, we got LeBron versus the Warriors again. I got Dubs in 6. In that situation, the Warriors are getting home court advantage. I think that's really big for us against the Lakers. Also, Wiggins will have a series under his belt. He'll be fully ready to go. We'll have him on LeBron.
He gets LeBron?
Absolutely.
And then
Draymond gets AD.
Gets AD?
Yeah. Draymond has shut down AD in the past. He has. This year he hasn't done that great on him, but playoff Draymond I have no doubts in. So, and then obviously we still got DiVincenzo, Gary Payton, Klay Thompson, Jonathan Kuminga. We have defense everywhere.
We have D in numbers.
Amen. I got us in 6 over the Lakers there. Then we've got Bucks, Sixers on the other side in the conference finals. I'm going Bucks in 7. It could be a little bit less, could be 6. It's Embiid again, though, on a mission. I do think the Bucks take it in the end just because I think the Bucks have such an easier run. They'll be a little bit more rested.
I think it's 6 because I think they're going to be rested.
Yeah, because I'd be shocked if they play more than
5.
They won't play more than 5 in that first round, and they won't play more than probably 5 in that second round either. While the Sixers, I think, are going to get tested by the Nets, and then the Celtics obviously will test them pretty hard. So it'll be a lot of energy wasted by them. So we'll see how that goes.
You see that?
What the crap is happening there?
The wind. That's so freaking cool. Oh my God.
Are we watching San Francisco?
Yes.
Kyle Wright will start tomorrow.
Good.
That's that Bay Area.
That is freaking cool.
It's that Silicon Valley technology.
They're showing how
I think
the
Bucks depth just takes it in the end. But I mean, Embiid and Giannis, how many 40 pieces we see in that series?
Ooh,
about 7
combined.
7 combined. Over under 7.
A game 7 between them probably is 45 each. It'd be awesome.
And probably 30 shots each.
No, because they shoot free throws.
Drew
15 free throws
Drew
each.
Holiday have a big game.
Drew Holiday on Harden.
He'll have a big game.
Chris Middleton on. I mean, no one on Chris Middleton. They ain't got any other bodies besides Harden.
They do not.
I mean, Maxey's pretty good. He's had a good year.
Well, they have PJ Tucker.
Yeah, PJ's still out there. They'll throw PJ on Giannis a couple times. Let him see how that works.
That will happen. Yeah.
No, I'm good, coach. I'm good.
Tobias Harris still making a lot of money and being out there.
Never understood the hype around him.
He's just Mr. Consistent.
Even like whenever JJ played with the Clippers and he was out there and I followed him.
He's on the Sixers.
Because I was following. I know. Yeah. I followed him out there when he was in LA. I was like, dude ain't good. Then it goes to Philly, big contract. JJ's there again. Dude ain't good.
He'll give you 15. About
15, but he's getting paid like 30 a year.
He's getting paid to score 27.
Well, I mean, in today's NBA, that contract's nothing. He's probably getting paid 23, 25, something like that.
That's still insane.
Getting Jordan Poole money.
Yeah, Jordan Poole's better than him.
Thank you.
Like, Harris looks the part. Like, he has the body.
Definitely.
And he's got a name.
Shot.
He's a name now.
I mean, but he's not.
Then, I got Bucks and 7 over the Sixers. Then Warriors, Suns. Whew. I'll go Warriors and 7 there.
That's gonna be a fun series.
Man,
I hope everybody's healthy.
It ain't gonna be fun for my heart. That's gonna be bad.
That's gonna be.
I do think though, the Warriors' just defensive versatility will be what can take us over that edge and let us actually take down Booker and KD. As I've mentioned so many times, we have so many guys that we can throw at you now that we're all healthy. Well, as long as we stay healthy by then.
I hope. That's the problem.
I mean, last year we did lose Gary Payton in the Grizzlies series after Dylan Brooks tried to do some BS, and then he didn't come back to the finals, so stuff can happen. Looney will be on Ayton. Draymond will be playing Rover. Wiggins on KD. DiVincenzo or Gary Payton on God, what the crap's his name? Booker. Steph on CP3. Anybody worried about him? Who's guarding Steph? Don't know. Who's guarding Steph? Because KD and Booker don't want to play defense. Chris Paul's too old.
Might be one of those deals you let Steph have his.
Yeah.
And just not avoid.
Who's guarding Klay Thompson?
Avoid the other. I mean,
there ain't no guarding Klay Thompson.
Thank you.
Klay Thompson. I mean, you don't really have
Klay
to
Thompson's
guard him.
about to have
He's got to be in an area code.
Klay Thompson's about to have a playoffs run. I'm telling you, he is about to have the best one he's had in his career. He's about to be on fire and locked in. I'm very excited for that. Playoff Klay, the guy that I talked about way in the fourth podcast we had, Game 6 Klay.
Yeah, but the Game 6 Klay.
The number one sporting event Klay. That one we're about to see a lot. Then we got Warriors versus Bucks in the finals. I'm going Warriors in 6.
I got Bucks in that one.
Probably. Giannis wants to be a Warrior though, so maybe he'll throw it. He's always said he wanted to play with Steph. But I think the Dubs finish it off. We have the 95 Rockets run, win the 6 as a 6 seed, win it all, and it's a back-to-back, just like the Rockets were. We finish with a positive road record in the playoffs. I think we have more wins than losses on the road. Just a little fun thing to throw in there. Best dynasty in NBA history. 5-7 over 6-6.
What's the time span?
It'll be
5 and
we took
7?
we took 2 years off like the Bulls.
When's your win loss first one? 14 or 16? 15.
Yeah, but what the one after one?
5 championships and 7 appearances.
What was it? 3 years after until you won the one last year?
We had 2 years off.
2 years.
Bubble and then Bucks. We won it in 15, lost in 16, won in 17, won in 18, lost in 19. Bubble year, worst team in the NBA. Klay Thompson hurt. Play-in team, Klay Thompson hurt. Won it all. So this will be our 9th year.
So y'all took 3 years off. 15 to 13.
We took 2 years off.
Well, you didn't win 3.
Okay.
Yeah. He did
you say you didn't win 2.
The winning the 3 in a row twice is
3 in a row. 3 in a row is impressive.
That's impressive.
That's one thing I wish
that's impressive.
We could have done.
Yeah,
and I don't think we will do it.
They did it twice.
Yeah,
not just once.
I think this is the last opportunity.
To win 3 in a row?
No, for y'all to win.
Oh, no.
I agree too. I think this is the last year.
We're going to be better next year.
There's so much wear and tear every year.
Yeah,
it gets harder and harder for y'all.
And we cared less and less in the regular season.
Yeah, but
watch, whenever we win it this year, there was a 6 seed where we didn't care in the playoff. I mean, the regular season, had injuries, had a guy miss 30 games because of his dad.
Yeah, but you didn't have serious injuries this year. You dodged those.
Yeah, we dodged the big
those.
ones.
And I will say, I recall last year, after y'all won it, you said, we're not going to give a crap next year in the regular season. He did. I remember saying it. He said, we're not going to give a crap.
Why do we have to? Last year we saw that things can go wrong, and
as long as you're healthy come playoff time, it's fine.
Klay Thompson, Steph Curry,
that's how
Draymond
basketball
Green,
is.
when they play and start in every playoff game of a series, they've never lost. They've never lost when all 3 of them have started.
They need to win it this year, though. I'm just.
Oh, they do.
Because this could be the last hoorah.
We got another.
What sucks? What sucks
we can get
is
6.
is the James Wiseman pick wasn't good. Like that. Yeah. That was the opportunity.
That was supposed to be the piece.
Hey, yeah,
to allow one of them other guys to take a step back.
Jonathan Kuminga.
Kuminga's got to show. He's got to really step
Poole
up.
has helped out a lot.
Poole's the one over Kuminga.
Jonathan Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga.
I hadn't seen
Cowherd said he's upset about not playing.
Kuminga?
Oh, no, that wasn't Cowherd. It was something on ESPN today.
That's just stupid.
It was something on ESPN on.
That's just stupid.
So what's the guy that used to play LSU? Spears?
Marcus Spears?
Marcus Spears was saying that. He was like,
wait, the freaking football guy?
Yeah. He was on First Take.
You sure you weren't?
Not First Take. It was Get Up.
There's
it
another,
wasn't Perkins.
No, there is a.
And it wasn't that one. It was on Get Up with Greenberg. It was Marcus Spears.
What does he know?
Because he's always the guy that tries to call people
Big
by
Swagoo?
nicknames. He calls people nicknames on there. It pisses me off. Just call him Mike. Call him Marcus. We don't need to call him G.
He calls him G.
Okay? We don't need to call him G. I get fired up, dude. I get fired up when that crap happens. It makes me so mad. You're trying to act cool and stay and promote yourself to the younger audiences. Nobody calls people nicknames. Nobody does that.
I was watching a comedian the other day. It was this black comedian, and he said, think about y'all white people. Y'all can keep y'all's nicknames. He said, us black people can't keep our nicknames. He said, can you imagine a CEO of a bank and you call him Pookie? He said, that can't happen. You can't trust your money with Pookie.
Well, you got the big swagoo.
But y'all white people, y'all keep y'all's name, and it's still fine in the business world.
Yeah. And Greenberg's going swagoo. What is a swagoo?
Big swagoo, yeah.
Talking about the TikTok account that has wagyu they cut up with a big sword. What are we doing here? I hate that crap.
Yeah,
that makes me want to stop watching ESPN. Not politics. That crap. I hate it.
Here, Jonathan Kuminga post All-Star break, which has been without Wiggins, 13 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, 2 assists, half a block, 1 steal, making 1 3 a game on 2.5 attempts, 44% from 3, and 57% from the field.
Well, the big swagoo said he don't want to be there,
and that's in 24 minutes a night.
But that's with Wiggins out.
Yeah.
I mean, those minutes are gone now with Wiggins back.
I mean, he'll play some still. I mean, it won't be
as
much.
Let him get his feet wet still.
Yeah, it won't be as much, and
you don't want him in the playoffs. You rather have Wiggins than him.
I mean, he played
playoffs.
some in the playoffs last year.
It's going to take a little bit of time for Wiggins.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the 8th man now, but he's the guy. Him and Poole are the guys that will carry us in the future.
I mean, when you get
Jonathan Kuminga will be a multi-time All-Star.
When you get to the playoffs,
that bastard might run forever.
Oh my God, he's gone.
He's fast.
Have you seen his stats?
Dude,
God,
he's good.
Altman?
I never heard of him before this year.
Yeah, just a random Dodger.
That's what they do, man. They just find these people. They find people every year that turn out to be amazing.
Yeah, Kuminga though, he's going to be the guy that he carries us in the future. Him and Poole.
That won't carry a dynasty though.
We'll see. And shout out Moses Moody. He
had 25 yesterday.
Yeah, he practically was just benched the entire year and played a lot of G League ball.
That was weird. I really thought he was going to really step up this year.
Well, the past 3 or 4 games, he's taken Anthony Lamb's spot and played really, really well. He'll get some playoff run. He really will.
Ooh.
And he's a guy that we saw last
You
year.
almost pick him off.
Yeah.
We saw him last year barely play the first 2 rounds, and then when Gary Payton got hurt, he got some rotational minutes against the Mavericks. And
That's always the one that you really like.
Moody?
You really like Moody.
Well, he's got the nickname Always Ready. I mean, that's what he is. The man ain't played but hardly any this year. Played more G League time than NBA time, and the past 5 games we've needed him, he's got out there and he's performed well. That's all you can ask for the guy. Mm-hmm. And now he's going to play NBA playoff rotational minutes while he's a G Leaguer this year. It's really cool to see. I'm really excited for the playoffs. I really am. I think we can do it. I want number 5 pretty badly. This is a good shot at it, but
Whoa.
that was ballsy. Yeah, I do think this year and next year are 2 home run shots for it. But then again, after next year, Klay Thompson's contract goes up, and he's going to make a lot less money. He's not going to leave the Warriors. He's going to make not $45 million. He's going to make about $25 million. So
why didn't he go back
Clay
home?
That'll open up some stuff.
If Clay has 2 more years of good ball, that shot me.
Clay looks better than he's ever looked in his life.
Yeah, but he can't stay.
Watch.
In 2 years? You get
Yeah.
Top.
Clay's going to play till he's 40. Watch. Draymond will be going for Clay.
Well, Draymond's going to be gone. Draymond's going to be gone soon. Draymond's he's on the he's got 1 foot out the door already.
I've been saying it for years now. He's losing a step.
He's
every
locked
year.
in.
He's
locked
He's
in.
lost a step every. He can't guard a point guard.
Had his
no
best
more.
shooting year in a while.
You don't want to rotate.
Yeah,
him.
because you want him shooting the ball.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah.
I want him.
That's
shooting.
how you beat the Warriors.
Yeah,
let
Draymond shoot it.
Without him, Game 7, 2016's nothing.
So if I was one of those NBA guys, I'd do the Caitlin Clark and just throw the hand out from him, just let him shoot it.
Do it. He'll make
pop
2.
that mug.
He will.
He'll make 2.
He'll make 2.
He will.
Make him
2
respect
for 9.
it.
Oh God, he ain't shooting 9. No, he ain't shooting 9 shots. No, he'll
He
shoot.
ain't scoring 9 points.
No, still shoots about 4.
If he scores 11, that's a heck of a night.
If he shoots 4, it's because he's already made 1.
He made the first one.
Yeah.
He ain't
Heat
going
check.
over 4.
He got a heat check.
About 0 for 3, he's probably done. But
Hey, good for him for understanding himself.
Well, the thing is with him, you can Caitlin Clark him on whatever and make him just stand in the top of the key. He don't care because Steph and Clay will just sprint over to
That
him,
hurt.
and they'll do the most crazy freaking designated handoff you'll ever see, and he'll set a screen and Steph will step back 5 feet and throw up a 3, and it works.
Every time.
It works. I don't know. I love this team. I'm so excited. The next 3 months the next 2 months are about to be exciting.
I always forget how long the NBA
so
playoffs.
long.
2 months.
It's so long.
It's insane, dude. It's so long.
But
so
it makes for better games with the travel schedules.
I understand now why Luke and them didn't want to win. He's got to get in shape, man. He's got 2 more. He's got 2 month head start now.
I mean, think about the shape that like Steph's in and Dre and Clay
To be able to keep going like that.
to have done this for so many
It's
years.
like LeBron. 9 straight.
Did you see the dunk he had the other night?
Yeah.
That's like he's 40. He shouldn't be dunking on people's heads still. Like it's ridiculous.
Most impressive athlete of all time.
No, it's hands down.
Not even close.
Not even close.
I mean, and Clay
And 0 major injuries.
Clay coming off an ACL and an Achilles, and in probably January or February he stopped resting on back-to-backs when we needed him. He's played he missed a game last week because he had a back thing pop up in the middle of a shoot-around, but he's
That's what happens when you get all them back injuries pop.
Then the next game he makes 7 threes. I mean,
but that's what happens. I mean, as back injuries start.
Who is it? There's somebody. I think he's a baseball player. He gets a mattress shipped to every city they go to. He ships
Crap,
his
we
own
talked about
mattress.
that.
Louis Oosthuizen.
That's what it was.
I was we talked about that.
I thought it was a baseball guy. It was that.
Louis Oosthuizen.
They need to start doing that.
Yeah.
You know,
Get him a mattress.
Rick Sarabrini's got this.
just have
Our
it
team
stashed at these hotels. You know what hotel you're going to stay at every time. Have it
ship it on the team plane.
No, just have a mattress there in the
Speaking of
basement.
that, Will Zalatoris, he withdrew Thursday morning.
Surgery.
He already had the surgery.
Yeah.
He's out for the year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's out for the whole golf season.
That bet should be voided that we had.
He just had back surgery in October.
Wow.
It was voided.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
It's crazy.
What's wrong with him? He's like 24 years old, ain't he?
I'm telling you that back and golf is not that doesn't equal.
It's because it's so unnatural. I know, like, every summer now, the first time I play, I'm sore the whole next day because I don't play throughout the year. And no matter what you do, you're not using those muscles in your back. It's completely different from anything else you use.
This ball's flying in San Francisco.
Yeah, it is. You saw the wind?
The wind. We had the arrows.
Yeah.
It's blowing out in all directions somehow.
Give me conference finals and finals predictions.
All right, Warriors versus Pelicans, and
I like it.
I don't see the
Like
Pelicans pulling it out.
So Pelicans 8 seed knocking off Nuggets and Suns.
Yeah, son.
Zion's wearing a fat suit.
Zion is losing weight.
Nah, give me Warriors over Suns. I think it's just destiny that we get to see that.
Getting Warriors versus
Basketball deserves Warriors versus Suns.
Warriors Kings. First time they've both been in the playoffs in like I think ever or something.
Did he say the stat about how many teams from his division are in the playoffs?
Oh, the Pacific will have all 5. If the Lakers make it, it'll be all 5.
Plus 190 for one of those teams to win it. It's like a little bet you can do. Plus 190.
Well, it's because Warriors Kings 1 knocks out, Suns Clippers 1 knocks out.
So you lose them quick.
We'll only have 3 of the 4 in the semis.
Still, that's insane that all the teams from a division.
Four of the teams clinched a actual playoff spot,
and the Lakers are going to win. Their
probably.
game.
Yeah. We're gonna have 5 of the top 7 seeds.
Has that ever happened?
Probably not.
I don't think it's ever happened.
And then the 1 and 2, are the teams that aren't in the division.
Yeah,
they're in the South. What is that? Southwest or some crap? That Pelicans division.
They call it the Southwest.
And then the Midwest.
In the Midwest.
That's 1 and 2, and then it's Pacific. And then who takes
Who's
the
the
next
8?
one? Southwest
Pelicans.
Yeah.
No, it's the Timberwolves.
Oh, that's gonna be.
That's
them?
why if we had a natural seeding,
then it'd be Midwest.
Natural seeding.
Yeah, so you think
Warriors, Suns, and then give me Bucks over Sixers.
Bucks win it all.
Giving me Warriors, Kings, which will be great atmospheres wherever we're at. Underdog team with some Warriors guys running the ship versus the Warriors. Obviously, Steph's going to bring the numbers. Warriors versus LeBron, and then Warriors versus KD. KD's first time playing against the Warriors in Oakland.
Clay Travis is not going to be able to say that nobody watches the NBA playoffs this year.
Steph Curry saved the NBA. Every time Steph Curry plays, the NBA is on the top of their numbers.
If their ratings aren't good this playoffs,
they'll never be good.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
Steph Curry.
This has to be good ratings this playoffs.
It's like $500 to get into the Kings game. Like most expensive first-round ticket in history.
You can find a storyline for pretty much every series, like Clippers Suns.
Oh well, I mean,
KD versus
that's
Russ.
been true forever. It's just, do people care?
Yeah,
people just have so many agendas against the league. The product has never dropped off, in my opinion.
No, it's still fun to watch.
It's just people don't like the social justice and stuff.
I agree on that. I don't.
Yeah,
I hate it. I wish you just play ball and not have to be so out, like just pour it on us all the time.
Yeah,
it's nonstop.
It's nonstop.
I get you have your opinion. That's awesome, but
you don't. They don't quit. They just keep
I don't
going.
have to have it just nonstop hammering on me. Like
that was the one
that's
thing
awesome,
that the NFL did.
You know?
They kind of finally just let
you don't hear about it no more.
No, you don't.
You don't hear
at
about
all.
it no more.
I mean, they throw the little
whether
words on
Kaepernick
the
was
fields or whatever,
blackballed or whatever. I mean, you don't hear about it no more.
I've just never agreed with
like
using that as a reason to say like
it's just as wrong as them overusing it.
Yeah.
People use it as a reason to not watch it is just as bad as
not even not watch it, but to say that it's like a dying league or that the league sucks when that's just not true.
It doesn't suck at all.
Yeah. And
I
think people
if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea.
Yeah.
I mean, I could say like if you don't like basketball, it's pretty hard to watch probably. The way that the NBA is played, I've watched more NBA basketball this year than I have in the past probably 10.
It is crazy.
It's completely different now than it used to be.
A couple of my buddies that I grew up with used to watch all the time. They don't watch it at all, and like there's no, they can't explain to you why. Like they just don't.
It's different. It is different now.
It is different. Like
it's different.
Like we used to all the time watch playoffs together, talk about it, and they don't watch it anymore. I mean, they don't have an answer.
Even like the Warriors, really,
they don't.
They what about the Warriors
And
that
it's
I
weird.
like is it's like old school basketball at its core.
Ball movement.
Ball movement. That's my favorite thing. That's why. That's how I fell in love with Duke.
That's why I love ball movement basketball.
That's how I fell in love with Duke. And there was never no ISO basketball. It was always ball movement, ball movement, ball movement. Find the open guy and let them shoot the shot. That's what the Warriors are to their core. Yeah, they shoot a lot of flashy shots, but if you watch them, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
We had 18 assists in the first quarter yesterday.
And that's what's not talked about enough. It's always
we lead the NBA in
look
assists
how far
every year.
Steph has shot the ball from. Look at Klay Thompson taking 3 dribbles.
We also have so many turnovers because we try to move the ball so crazily.
Yeah, it's they're bad turnovers, but they're good turnovers at the same time because you're trying to force something right there with somebody else.
Yeah,
and that's why like Greg Popovich, the Spurs, they used to be so fun to watch.
I love that watching them.
Yeah,
because you never knew who your top scorer was going to be. You never knew.
Yeah, I mean,
now,
right now,
watching the Timberwolves, they're hard to watch because it's going to be Ant out there saying ball, hoop.
They are.
Luka's hard to watch. Luka's really hard to watch.
Yet that's one of the people that
people love.
Yeah.
Well, it's
white.
Why? Yeah, he's white. That's why it's like, oh, it's a miracle.
From Slovakia.
Yeah, he's not even considered white.
Slovenia, whatever it
is. He's foreign. That's why people love him. And I mean, LeBron to an extent. Whenever he decides to be LeBron and just play LeBron,
Yeah.
it's hard to watch. But the Warriors have always been so easy to watch, and if you cannot watch the Warriors and enjoy that, then you don't need to watch basketball. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I hate you
just don't like the sport at that point.
I just hate the fact that it's almost talked about as if the league's just in a bad state when the league itself is in as good of state of players and teams as it's ever been.
I mean, there's a reason why the cap keeps going up every couple of years.
Yeah, and that
it's not just because money's just getting printed. It's because people are watching it.
Yeah, and that we're about we're talking about a 6 and a 4 seed making the conference finals.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, we wouldn't be shocked if the 3 seed comes out of the East.
Because there's actual parity now.
Yeah. There's more parity than there's ever been.
If you take a Warriors team from 4 years ago, put them in this playoffs, they're the favorite by a landslide.
We're already the favorite. It's going to be just as easy now as it was then.
Shoot.
Yeah, I'm so excited though, and hopefully this playoffs does some good. Hopefully it does.
Yeah, if it doesn't, they need to worry. There's some really concern there.
Is it raining there?
No, just San Francisco. It always looks like that. Really,
it's hard to look at.
It always has that look.
Smog.
Yeah.
Gabe Kaplan.
So what's the picks, Chance? Conference finals and finals.
Warriors over Bucks. Warriors over Suns, Bucks over Sixers, Warriors over Bucks.
All right, Dub Nation.
I'm pulling for them.
Dub Nation.
I don't want to see Giannis win.
You don't want to see me.
Giannis is hard to watch. Crap.
Oh, come on.
I don't like watching Giannis.
Giannis is fun.
He's boring.
I'd rather watch Giannis than Embiid and Luka.
No, give me a beat all day over Giannis.
At least they can freaking shoot.
Yeah, give me a beat all day.
I hate layup basketball.
Dude, Giannis is tough to watch. And I love basketball. Giannis is tough to watch. The Bucks
That's
are tough
what
to
I'm
watch.
saying, man.
Giannis is Zion.
If it wasn't Drew Holiday, no, Zion brings more to than Giannis. He does. He brings a little extra flair. Yes. Because he has.
You look at
Giannis will dunk on you.
If you just sit there and watch,
he has
Zion, you're just like, how the heck did he do that?
Yeah.
How does he get to the hole every time using the same move?
Giannis.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah, but Giannis has been doing it for
literally
a while.
gets called run and jump man by haters
That's true.
because he runs and he jumps and he scores.
Yeah.
How does he do that every time?
Well, Zion brings in the old man game with the little baby hooks and stuff and the up and unders.
Tempo.
Yeah.
Giannis is half court.
And
Let's
weight,
slow
yeah.
it down.
He's the round
Give him
amount of
the ball
rebound.
Oh no! Giannis will block you on one end and sprint out and dunk on you on the other.
Yeah,
he's done that a lot.
Yeah.
They're similar to an extent.
They are.
I'll give you
Neither
that.
neither shoot and both just dominate inside.
I think Zion shoots better than Giannis.
Well, it's not hard to do.
Giannis has been in the league for 9 years. He still can't shoot.
Still can't. Why ain't Colin? Why ain't he talking about him not evolving his game?
Look at his ring finger.
That's the only reason.
He's evolved his game a lot. Do you remember what he was the first 5 years?
God, it was bad.
Yeah.
It was
And
really
he
bad.
didn't know who he was.
No.
What was his coming out party? Like, when did he become Giannis?
It just took 4 or 5 years.
Instead of just the Greek.
It just took 4 or 5 years.
I mean,
It's
everybody
crazy.
talked him up for 4 or 5 years. How good
He's
his
still
potential
young,
could be.
ain't he? He's like 27, 28.
He's under 30.
Yeah.
He was
His game will not translate for a long time. He won't play very long.
With the shape he's in, he will.
But I'm talking
And
about
he don't have injuries.
He's going to lose that step eventually.
Yeah, he doesn't.
LeBron hasn't.
But he
LeBron's a freak.
And what's Giannis? The Greek
He's the Greek freak. I know.
Yeah, but Giannis
LeBron can shoot though.
Giannis is
Yeah,
games.
Giannis.
You want to talk about adapting their game?
LeBron's
Nobody's
shooting.
done better than LeBron.
He made 8 threes yesterday,
I-
and then crowned himself after.
Seventh seed. Give
Yeah,
it to me.
some people are like playing.
You see the garbage I'm playing with.
Yes,
Me
Malik
versus the
Beasley.
world.
Austin Reeves.
Off the Reeves.
Yeah,
Could you imagine if he would have had this game coming out of high school?
LeBron.
Yes.
He'd be the all-time leading scorer.
Oh. You already-
Oh,
Oh.
Now, I just think about those
he'd
early.
be top 10 in threes.
I think about those
Oh.
early Cavs teams. You know what I mean? I think about them like
If he had
Or
a
if
jump,
he
if he had a
that was
jump
his
shot,
weakness.
If he had a jump shot in 07,
If he didn't
Yeah.
go to a dumpster fire organization when coming out of high school.
well, he went home. He stayed home.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
that was so cool though.
Oh, it was cool. Absolutely. I mean,
Hey, how many more rings do you think he'd have right now if he could shoot back then?
oh God, I don't think Miami they would have ever lost.
They should have.
honestly.
I really don't think they would have. I think they'd went 4-0.
They definitely would have beat Dirk that year.
Yeah.
Would he still be in Miami
Yeah, he probably would. I mean,
still in Cleveland,
yeah.
going back home and stayed?
Well, I think he went to L.A. because he was bored,
And Bronny.
I think it's business.
Yeah,
and he wanted to
as
get
business.
Bronny
he's
out
already
there.
made like 2 or 3 movies.
Yeah, yeah.
What's your picks, Peyton?
We're gonna go Suns, Warriors, Bucks, Celtics. I think in the end they're gonna still overcome it.
Yeah,
I just think they got.
it'll
too
be a
much
great
talent.
series regardless.
Yeah.
Bucks versus Sixers or Celtics, you can't complain.
No, I won't be mad at it. No. I won't.
And in the West, honestly, Nuggets, Suns, Clippers bringing back Paul George by then, Lakers, Warriors, Kings, Grizzlies, all of them teams would be fun to watch.
Yeah.
They really would.
the Clippers. I think Westbrook screwed something up. I didn't
know Paul George was hurt.
Yeah.
Colin Cowherd.
Yeah.
Who's going to score?
That is a good question.
Do you want Russell Westbrook taking
No.
14, 15 shots?
I'm telling y'all.
No.
Russ gonna have a series.
I mean, he's played good the last
I
few
think
weeks.
but
it's
Terrence
also-
Mann outplays him this series.
It also
Colin said that.
Yeah.
It also looks it's easier when you're in the regular season, come these last couple of weeks. Versus
Surprised
the
Colin knows who
playoffs.
Terrence Mann is.
I didn't know who Terrence Mann was. I
Okay.
recognized the name.
He dropped 36 in the bubble, I believe, or sometime around then.
Well, he's better than Russell Westbrook, according
He had
to
like
Colin.
he had like an 8 3-point game.
Paul George can't get back fast enough, they said.
Yeah, that's true. If Paul George is on that team right now, that series is a lot more.
That's a lot
That's
different.
a
lot different.
And I still think it's interesting.
A
but-
lot different
yeah.
than Paul George.
So who you got in the finals?
I'm gonna go Suns Bucks.
All right.
I think the Warriors.
Rematch.
I think the
I
Warriors.
think that's what's
going
going to happen. I just don't want it to happen.
Yeah,
I think the Suns are
just-
going to win the whole thing.
No.
I
No, I will bet my life that the Suns. If the Suns win it all, I'll do some type of challenge that y'all make up. Y'all think of it. They will not win it all. I'm saying it right now. I've said it since the second they traded for him that they were never the full title contenders.
We're going to see.
I'm telling you. They're not winning it all.
I think it's a bad matchup for them against the Bucks.
yeah.
I think that's a bad matchup.
Chris Paul sucks. DeAndre
Where
Ayton can
Clay
get played
was
off the
right.
floor. And I mean, what defense will they bring? That's what's going to kill them.
I mean,
And how much is that fifth player on the floor going to step up?
Yeah, that's going to be
That fifth player and what kind of Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton you get will decide it.
But I feel like
You know what Book and KD are giving you.
Yeah, you know what they're giving you.
And there might be a night where they give you 60. Who's scoring the other 40?
If Paul cannot have to give up a lot of energy until the Western Conference Finals,
But he's going to have to give up a lot in that round one. Russell Westbrook's going to be all up in them. Watch. I'm telling you.
I just don't trust
Something else
Westbrook.
Colin said. I listened to the radio today for the first time in a long time. So I had to borrow Clay's truck. He was like, Russell Westbrook, going to play passionate. Russell
he
Westbrook, he's out for blood.
Oh, he is.
And
Against
he
KD,
is,
too?
But that's what scares me.
Oh,
That's what he said. Russell Westbrook probably have 11 turnovers in the game.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what scares me. You're right. Yeah.
He said all of that just like that.
I was just about to say, he might have 7 turnovers.
Yeah, like he's going to that style is all good and all. That it's
might
like,
go for 30, but
yeah.
might have 11 turnovers.
He might give up 20 on turnovers.
Might be a negative 40.
You know? Yeah, that's the only.
But that's what's going to make that series so much fun.
Yeah,
He's gonna go out there with that little like he just smelled like dog crap walking look with it.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Snarl look.
So excited for that series.
I want to see a fight.
It's Russ. He might.
yeah,
I want to
might.
see LeBron play Dylan Brooks. I'm with you, Peyton.
yeah.
I want to see that happen.
The
I hate
Western
Dylan Brooks so
Conference,
much.
man.
I hate
The
him.
Western Conference.
Yeah,
The
it's just
Western
gonna be
Conference.
awesome.
The playoffs.
Like, dude,
Net Sixers. Gonna be a great series.
like win
Probably
something,
not.
Brooks. Win something before you start running that much mouth.
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah.
or do
Hey,
something
hey,
on the court.
hey,
Be
There
a
are- there-
contributor.
there are rivalries.
You're
What-
the goon.
They're the
okay?
Warriors' rivalry.
What did LeBron say the other night? How about you actually score a few points before you start running your
He's
mouth?
just the enforcer. He's a poor Draymond Green. He is who people think Draymond Green is. Let's put it that way.
I like that.
Yeah.
He is what people think Draymond Green is.
Except whenever I said Draymond stops at 3 threes and won't shoot anymore, Dylan will go 1 for 10 and not care from deep.
Yeah.
Dylan will just shoot that thing.
Well, he's a Pat Beverly.
He is all the worst of Draymond Green.
He's a Pat Bev
in a bigger body.
in a bigger body. That's what he is.
But Bev don't want to shoot like that. That's what sucks the most about
Bev
Brooks.
knows he can't shoot.
Yeah.
Bev
When is Brooks gonna know that?
Bev hadn't been able to shoot since he ever touched the basketball.
Yeah.
Bless his heart. I'll be like, how do you play that long professionally and not be able to develop
And he
a
averaged
shot?
like 27,
Like, what are
8,
you
8
doing?
and 7 in high school. I think.
Yeah,
So,
like, what are you
in
doing
Chicago
in the gym?
too? Like it was legit competition.
No doubt. Absolutely. Hey, what are you doing in the gym for these last 15 years in the NBA career?
Yeah.
How can you not shoot by now?
Oh, I'm so excited, man. We've talked about the playoffs about an hour.
Yeah.
It's first pot over 2 hours in a long time.
Yeah.
But hey,
There's nothing better than playoffs.
That's cool.
Period. Is that a Vince Scully
Vince
jersey?
Scully jersey. It's got a mic on the back instead of a number.
That's pretty cool.
I want that.
I want 12 strikeouts. from
Playoff
Julio
basketball, man.
Urias.
Great 2 months coming up. I guarantee it.
We need it because there's not a lot to watch now. I mean,
No, the Braves suck. I don't want to watch them.
We're 2 weeks into the season.
I told him. I said
Half our team is hurt, Peyton.
I said
half of our team's hurt.
I said, we're in
Seriously.
the first part of April. I said, but Clay, you might have to go on a rant again. I don't know. It might have to start.
Half the team is hurt.
The next Chops and Chains pod's gonna be a lot different of a thing than my first one was when we were 5-1 at that point.
Yeah. One of our catchers / DHs is hurt.
Concussion.
Got a concussion because a guy didn't slide into home. Starting center fielder's hurt. Top 2 pitchers are hurt. Closer's hurt.
2 of the top 3.
2 of our top 3 pitchers are hurt.
I still don't believe in Kyle Wright.
Closer's hurt.
Kyle Wright's going up 7 tomorrow.
One of our best setup men hurt. We're up to 6 people right there. Okay, 6. Who else is hurt, Clay?
I don't know.
I think that's everybody.
Ian Anderson and Mike Soroka.
Soroka said he's okay. He's going to be up for us eventually.
Yeah, but he's probably going to be hurt
Our
next
2
week.
rookies didn't pan out because they're 24
They both
years
sucked.
old and never pitched above AA.
Yeah.
Uncle
Charlie's
not a
out
lot.
there.
Uncle Charlie sucks. I'll give you that. He's horrible. Ozzy sucks.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
He's like 9 for 45.
What did we do that last Chops and Chains podcast?
Yeah, he's having a great
We
start.
talked about how great he's been.
He hasn't had a hit since.
All right.
He had his first hit today.
So if you can say if you say Ozzy can't suck, I can't say. I mean, I can say that that the Braves suck.
No, yeah,
It's been the same time period.
But we're the Braves. That's what we
Can't
do.
we overreact?
We're up
It's
and
only
down,
April.
up and down. We're a roller coaster.
It's only April.
April 10th.
Yeah.
We're just now in April.
We've played 10 games.
It's going to be a long season. You got 152 more.
Them July 6th games are going to be like, golly.
No,
We suck on Independence Day.
End
we
of April.
suck 4th of July.
End of April. When Chase and them were down here, we'll play the Mets in New York for 4 of them.
That's going to make
We're
or break
done.
our season for Clay
We're
right
done.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to go around.
We,
Oh, yeah.
the first series in New York, we always lose it.
Oh,
like swept or 3-1.
Oh, we will lose at least 3 of those. I think
Oh
it's 3
yeah,
out of
we
4. Yeah.
never play well.
That pod's gonna be bad. Yeah, tune into Chops and Chains if you're still listening to this.
We gotta
Even if you don't like the Braves,
we're working-
eventually it's gonna be fun enough to just listen.
Yeah, we're working on getting a guy from Locked On Braves.
Oh.
He's agreed to come on. We just gotta.
Yeah, we're keeping the Locked
Schedule a
On
time.
family going.
Might as well.
We need
Yeah.
a Locked On sign.
We do, right?
And then
I'm
get
asking
sued.
him if I can work for them. He's a lot like us, though. He's not like Clay. Nobody's like Clay.
Hey.
But he's a lot like me and Kyle, I guess you can say.
Yeah,
More
you and Kyle are
level-headed.
gonna be battling me the rest
It's
of
a
the year.
marathon. That's your problem. You just don't understand that it's a marathon. You refuse to believe it.
And what's so crazy is I have this.
Well, okay, let me ask you this. Why does he like that on the Braves, but
I
he
was just
doesn't
about to say
care
this.
less about the Warriors regular season? Like, it's the same thing.
He doesn't fully believe in the Braves.
I was just about to say that. I'm like,
because he's seen the utter dominance of the Warriors.
Yeah.
The Braves World Series run took a
Was a
lot of
fluke.
things going right. It was definitely not a
I
fluke.
mean, not a fluke, but that year was a fluke in how we did it.
It took a lot of
It was
things
a
going
miracle.
right. It
was
was
a
It
miracle.
was a miraculous win.
We won 91 games and we won it all.
Our best teams since he started watching have
Don't
not
win.
won it.
They
They
choke.
don't win. They play baseball like they're playing right now. They're up really high or they're really low. There's no in between.
Kind of baseball, though.
It is.
Thank you,
It
Peyton.
is.
It is because if you hit 300, you make the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, like exactly.
I haven't watched enough full seasons to fully
He
get the grasp
is
of that.
acclimated to
Yeah.
it.
No.
This is what my
he's a modern day he's too young in his fandom.
is this my fifth? It's probably my 5th season.
When did you start watching? Before COVID?
Yeah, the year before was my first
Was
full
that
year.
the Dodgers and the
Cardinals.
NLCS, the Cardinals one? Yeah. So you just
So
have
Cardinals, Dodgers, and COVID, championship last year. Yeah,
like
it's
he
my
doesn't
5th year.
understand that as long as we win the series we're playing,
That's all that matters.
then we're fine.
Yeah.
Like as long as we win one more game against the Reds in these next 2
That's all that
days,
matters.
we're fine.
I believe my 5th year as a Warriors fan, we went 73-9. So
As long as you win most of the series, you're going to have a very good record.
That's right.
That's all it takes.
It's like college baseball. I mean,
That's all the coaches want.
guess
the coaches
what? We
don't
just lost the
coach game
series
to game.
3-1
Well,
against the first good opponent we played,
It's the second series.
April 10th.
and it's the Padres.
Second series.
April
It's
10th.
the Padres.
Who we all had in our top 5.
Yeah, and
of
they're not
World
even healthy
Series
yet.
competitors.
And who's still the World Series favorites?
Yes.
Us. We're fine.
No.
We are.
Nope.
Plus 650.
Nope. Not in my eyes.
We have pitched 4 of our games have came from 2 kids that are Clay's age.
Yeah, and who's going to replace him?
Elder.
Where's Morton?
Morton's still there.
He
He's
sucks.
gonna be there.
He's still gotta
we're paying him
pitch.
$20 million.
Kyle Wright's done.
Kyle Wright's starting tomorrow.
Done. Giving up 5+. I'm telling you.
If he gives up 5 runs to the Reds offense, we have an issue.
Yeah, we have an issue. I've been saying it the whole time.
Freed's coming back. Strider is a man amongst boys out there.
All right, yeah, he
we're
is.
fine.
Strider can't get past the 5th.
April 10th.
We're 7-4 or 6, 7. Yeah, 7-4.
7-4.
April.
Strider.
Peyton,
April 10th.
this is the best start for the Braves in a decade.
Strider can't get out the 5th inning.
We haven't been over 500.
Murphy can't hit the
Clay
ball.
was still crawling on that.
The past 2 years, we were not over 500 till July. It's all. It's April.
Murphy can't hit the ball. He lets pass
He
balls
was
every
3
time.
for 4 tonight with
Murphy
2 doubles
just
and a homer.
Yoked one out. Yeah. April 10th.
Acuna's 3 for 4.
Ozuna
People don't want-
sucks.
I agree.
There you go.
He's 2 for like 26 with 2 home runs.
Yeah, he is.
His 2 hits this year have been home runs.
April,
Boomer bust.
April
Like the
10th.
Braves offense.
April 10th.
Yeah.
What's it? He's punted all the season.
Punted.
I'll tell you who sucks worse, the Astros.
Astros are not.
Astros suck.
They have the World Series hangover right
Bill
now.
was kind of worried last pod. He didn't fully feel confident.
Give them time. They'll be fine.
I think they'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
They got lots of talent on that team.
Yeah.
they'll
They
be
have.
fine.
They're in a bad division too.
Yeah,
They'll be okay.
They'll be okay. Yeah.
I mean, the freaking Mariners just lost to the Cubs.
hey,
And the Cubs suck.
Cubs suck.
Cubs don't want
Hold
to
up, do
win.
we have
they
a-
are winning.
Oh Jesus. We go in San Diego for 3
Yeah.
against the Astros for 3.
Peyton, this would be a bad time. And then we go to the Mets, I'm pretty sure.
No. Then the Marlins come to us for 4.
Oh, there you go.
Little breather.
A 3-1.
Then we go to
record
New
there.
York for 4.
Ooh. Ooh.
We need to do
So
really well till then.
3, 3, 4.
We're going to Kansas City
Hold
at
up,
the end of
so
this
that's
week, so
10
we should sweep them.
10 plus, so 14 games. We won't win 6.
Wow.
And you know what? That's okay. It's okay.
April 10th.
April 10th. Because you know why it's okay? Because we're done with San Diego at the end of April.
And we can't beat them without Tatis.
Clay, they're really good.
And they're going to get better.
People say that they have the best lineup in baseball.
Yeah.
They do.
You've already given up on the Braves lineup.
No, I've just said we're better than the Cardinals.
Let's end this. We can go all night on this.
We will.
Chop on. How about that, baby? Dub Nation.
Hey, how about
Gold-blooded.
How about the prediction for Sean Murphy to hit the homer? Okay.
How about the prediction for John Rahm PGA Clay over here?
51 weeks.
Yeah,
until the
51
Masters.
weeks till Augusta. Dub Nation, gold-blooded.
When's Easter next year?
Running it back, baby.
We know.
I don't know.
It needs to be at this time again, man.
Do they have like the Masters locked in already for the date?
Well, it won't be locked in yet. No. They'll come out with the schedule.
Give or
usually
take a
in,
week?
Yeah, middle of summer for the next year.
Then yeah, they need to plan on Easter. It's always the best.
It's always the best. Yep.
All right, that's it.
Go Pels.
Yeah.
Need a miracle.
This ain't how it's supposed to be. It should be just you and me.